Welcome to the Horror Hangout, a podcast where film fans usually talk about the best and worst horror movies of all time. But today, it's one of those special occasions where I talk first, and we're doing a bit of a quiz. Let me introduce everyone. I am Andy Conduit-Turner. I'm with my regular co-host, Mr.
Ben Errington.
And back at the Horror Hangout after a little absence while he's been away for a little while doing horrific things out in the real world, it is Mr.
Luke Kondor with a K. That makes it sound like I've been doing some murders or something.
No, not that at all.
Have you?
Well,
I can already hear the cheers going up around the country as everyone hears Luke Kondor's voice on this podcast. It's been much discussed over the last few weeks. Twitter has been going wild with at least 4 tweets.
I heard there was like a 4-mile queue in London just to hear.
Just listen to the podcast. Everyone can download it individually. You don't need to share the phone.
Everyone's listening to it one at a time. Hashtags of Luke Kondor forever have been going out around the world. Some people have mistyped it as Wakanda, but people have got fat fingers. That's the crisis that we've got on. But welcome back, Luke. It's lovely to see you again.
Thanks very much. It's good to be back. It's nice to come back and go straight into a quiz.
It is. That's it. Constantly revising, just like looking at every little piece of horror trivia, watching carefully at my letterbox to see what I've been watching and what's going to be in my head, because there's a lot of social media stalking been going on, I can tell. But we're also joined by returning guests, the Liams. After we saw them last time,
the Liams.
We're collectively known as the Liams. Yeah,
you can't see this, but there's 10 of them. 10 Liams.
It's an army.
God, yeah.
Army.
We are Liam, for we are many.
Welcome back, guys.
Thank
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Very happy to be back. I'm very happy to be quizzing.
So you last joined us for the burning episode, and then
yes,
we threw down the gauntlet. I say we, it's probably me. So we'll see if I got to eat my words today.
Yeah. I mean, I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum, so
I came here to chew ass.
And make
plenty of
bubblegum.
ass to go around. I've noticed you guys have both got glasses on as well, which also makes me
That
think
means they're really smart.
Yeah.
Intellectual.
That's the intellectual.
This is it. The mind games have started before we even came on.
You didn't have glasses on during the last episode, though.
Oh, continuity.
No.
You have to dumb it down for Cropsy talk.
Yeah, this is the
thing. It's definitely mind games. I'm already shaken.
But what's hilarious is we didn't even speak about this before we did this. So we're just...
I know, we're so in sync.
There is a picture around, though, so maybe you're one step ahead of us. I usually need glasses.
Yeah, we are legally blind. Yeah,
you'll be able to see it incredibly clearly. And of course, when the Liams aren't here, they're off hosting the They're Queer podcast, where these guys talk about is it the best and worst horror films as well, or just films that you curate of any quality?
We just talk about gay shit and horror shit and combine it all into one shit.
Yeah, I mean, the films or TV don't have to be good all of the time. Like, we like to get a bit bitchy about it, so yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
and you guys,
it's a good time.
You talked about The Mummy and The Mummy Returns recently, didn't you?
Yes.
God, yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
love
we did.
that. Love those.
Spoke about the cast at length.
Yes.
That is a beautiful cast.
The length of the cast?
Yeah, well,
we're still trying to find that out, but yeah.
I have done a deep dive on Google. Speaking of beautiful, this is a shout out to the guest that you had on your last quiz, Matty Ashton. If you're free, I'm also free. It's great great episode to watch.
Damn it!
Okay,
couldn't see it.
Hopefully he's listening, and you're just free from now until the end of time. So
yeah.
I think whenever he's free, Liam will also be free.
Yeah.
I think that's the deal.
Yeah. I don't have a schedule. It's clear all the time.
He is the schedule.
Wow.
Could have been this part of something special tonight, everybody. But yeah, we've been there at the very beginning of something beautiful.
Got to 5 years in the future, and it's the wedding.
I expect to mention in the in the speech.
Nuptials, yeah.
Horror Hangout does bring people together in many different ways.
Not always
Always.
positive, but in this case.
It's not always positive, no.
Before we get into proceedings, little bit of a warm up, little bit of a amuse bouche, if you like. Ben, you got any horror news for us?
Oh, I thought you were going to do some like warm up quizzing then going
Nah.
on. I was not ready for that.
Oh,
Didn't sign up for
okay,
that.
I've got one for you, Ben. First question: what's in the horror news this week?
I've got an answer for you.
Better get it right.
Merely hours ago, the trailer for The Last of Us TV show on HBO dropped. Is that what happens? The trailers drop.
Trailers drop.
Yeah.
It uploads and then drops. Okay.
It's like a roller coaster.
It's what the kids are saying these days. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the Last of Us day today as well, which I think is supposed to be like the day the outbreak happened in the game.
Would you celebrate that as a day?
Remember the day when things went terribly wrong? But yeah, we don't see. It's only like 2 minutes. It's a teaser essentially, not trailer. But Pedro Pascal as Joel and Bella Ramsey as Ellie, and they looks like they've recreated the post-apocalyptic world of The Last of Us very well. Has everybody here played The Last of Us? I know Andy, actually, I don't think you have.
No, I'll get around to it one day.
I'm a big boss when it comes to horror games. So I tried to play it, but I just don't deal with things running at me. So I've watched a lot of playthroughs of it. And I think they've nailed the design of those weird plant zombie things. The clickers, are they?
I was going to say, are these the clicky ones?
Yeah. They've nailed that design. Looks gorgeous.
I've just finished playing through The Last of Us Part 2 for the second time. So I'm very, very excited by the announcement of this. And I think the original voice actors, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, are also in the series as well, which is really exciting.
Oh,
It just says 2023.
Pedro Pascal's voice.
Doing
voiceover.
Yeah, doing a voiceover.
I've got a controversial take. I've been thinking about this quite a lot. I think I prefer Last of Us 2 to Last of Us 1.
Yeah. I don't think that's too controversial.
Oh, it is.
I think.
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
sure it is.
Okay. Well, not with me. I think also. I mean, this might be controversial as well, but I think in terms of the story, obviously there's parallel storylines going on in the second part. I mean, I don't think this is a spoiler as such, because I think everybody knows now, where you essentially take control of a villain character. Well, somebody who's painted as a villain character to start with. I honestly think that the story of that character is far more interesting and engaging than the story of the main character, because the story of the main character is just all about anger and revenge and everything like that, whereas I feel like Abby's story has got a lot more layers to it. Loads of layers going on. I don't know, is that controversial?
Well, no. Well, I think maybe. I just think that the way it all comes together at the end, I think is so well done, and it's like pure like visual storytelling. I can't really go into any details about spoiling it, but there's a person who can do a thing at the start of the game, and they try and do that thing at the end of the game, and they can't anymore because they're like, you'll know what I mean if you played it, but yeah, I just thought it was amazing. Like some of the best storytelling across any medium, I think.
Yeah, and this looks good. Looks like the cast has done really well. Nick Offerman is in it as well. And yeah.
Sorry. I have a visceral reaction to Nick Offerman. I love him.
I mean, I guess it's like a minor character from the game, but hopefully they're going to give him a bit more to do. Gabriel Luna is in it as Tommy as well, and he was the Terminator in Dark Fate. In Terminator Dark Fate. Yeah.
Dark Fate, the last one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Controversial opinion. I didn't hate it. Thought it was quite cool.
Enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I
no
think it was pretty
controversial
good,
opinion is actually controversial here, apparently.
Yeah, I know. We're
Everyone
stuck in
agrees.
at this controversy business, aren't we? God damn.
Controversial
I
opinion.
can't remember a thing about that film.
The last one.
Yeah.
What's the name of the lead? The sort of John Connor character woman.
Sarah, oh no.
Is it Mackenzie?
Yeah, that's it.
Mackenzie Davis, I want to say. She's incredible. Yeah, I didn't hate it.
Completely agree.
I thought he was good as well, so I'd be interested to see him in something else.
Yeah, so excited to see The Last of Us, and a nice segue here is that Storm Reed is in the Last of Us series. She's also just been cast as the lead in The Nun 2. She's going to go up against Valak one-on-one in a sequel, but still a prequel to the Conjuring stuff. Apparently it's set in 1956 in France, and there's a nun knocking about.
Valak rides again.
Valak rides again, the demon nun. Where was the last movie set? The Nun. It was like
Romania, I think.
Just before that, yeah.
Yeah.
it was
I
after
think it was like I think it was the 40s or so, wasn't it? Because it was after the war. I know that much.
What's Valak's problem? Reign of terror lasting like 70 years. Give it a rest.
Yeah, she just needs to chill
Got
out, doesn't she,
a load
really?
of countries to get round. She's obviously on a tour.
Balak on tour.
Apparently, the original
lads.
The original Nun
Can you imagine the merch, though?
$365 million in worldwide box office. So even though it's like pretty shite, they're clearly going, we need more Valak in our lives. Let's do it.
It'll do well. We immediately know it'll do well because it'll just come up with from the people who made The Conjuring, and immediately everyone will go, oh.
Pre-order tickets now.
I mean, I'll go and see it.
Who was it who made The Nun again?
Corin Hardy, I believe. Can I please be getting points for this, guys?
Yeah.
You're biased anyway because you have a tenuous link to that universe as it is. So.
Yeah, I do. So,
what's your tenuous link to that universe?
So
it's
right? Just So we won the Annabelle creation contest.
Of course.
One of our short films is officially part of the Conjuring universe now. So, unfortunately, we didn't have a demonic nun in ours though. We had a demonic priest instead. So it was a bit of a pivot.
They probably know each other though.
Church on tour.
What happens in the clergy stays in the clergy. Oh,
isn't that the truth? I tell you.
That's controversial. Not
controversial.
So you've officially got skin in the game.
Yeah.
Please forgive that turn of phrase.
Nice use of that. Actually, I appreciate that.
I reckon your demonic priest could probably appear in a future Valak prequel. What do you reckon? A 90s set like Ibiza one? That'd be nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Valak gets a
definitely.
tan.
Yeah.
All the same locations that they did in Kevin and Perry Go Large. Just like, because you could reuse all that footage.
Yeah.
All I want to do is do it.
Possessed.
Nuns in the back as well, in Asparagus.
Who's eyeball Paul? Just
incredible.
Patrick Wilson is eyeball Paul.
No. They just get Risa fans back to just recreate that role.
And then the priest has a fallout with her. You are no longer my fellow DJ, Valak.
I think this has legs, guys. I think we definitely need to get this made. So thank you.
Cut this out. We need to make sure it's.
My agent will be in touch. Yeah.
Can it be like the Nun 3 Ibiza, but Ibiza's got a 3 in there somewhere? It's like Ibiza.
Yeah.
It's got to work out where you'd get it in there.
Ibiza kind of sounds like urethra, but okay, we'll go with that.
Well, that's body horror. That'll count. Yeah.
Ibiza. The burn. I don't know. Yeah, I see myself out.
This is all coming along very nicely. Anything else in the news, Ben?
No, don't think so. Anyone else has seen that's worth talking about? I did see. Sorry, go on, Liam. Go for it.
I've literally just been watching the Hellraiser trailer, probably
same
a couple of times a day since it's been released. I'm just trying to nitpick it as much as I can.
Have you seen that puzzle?
Yeah, I mean that whole use of the puzzle box now being like as much of a villain as the Cenobites is so cool. Have you seen that interview of Jamie Clayton where her phone just goes off in the middle of it? It's just iconic. It's absolute chaos. But she's like talking really seriously about how she's had to like take on the mantle of Pinhead, and then her phone just goes off and she just loses her shit. It's it's quite.
Is it like the Hellraiser music from Christopher Young?
No, I mean it should be. I mean that would have been even more iconic, but no, I think she's just got marimba or whatever it is.
Basic.
Yeah.
Normalize doing things as normal Hellraiser people. Though I saw the old Hellraiser. I've told you this story before, I'm sure, guys. But yeah, the last time I saw the original Hellraiser man, old Doug, he was in Birmingham eating a lovely pasta salad, saving himself from the true horror of convention prices for food.
He got for a meal deal. What is his meal deal choice?
I brought it from home.
Did he have his pins on?
No, just some sort of smart casual. Had a pair of
He had some drawn pins in, smart casual ones.
Collared shirt.
Just that one Nate forgot about, just stuck in the back of his head.
What a waste of good pasta.
No parmesan,
home as
please.
well. His own Tupperware.
I'm trying to think of more puns, but I can't. So sorry, guys.
We'll tear your.
This is where I was going.
Focaccia apart.
Yeah, focaccia. So much better.
Tear your focaccia apart.
Oh, we'll tear and share.
And share.
Oh God!
Lovely.
Wow.
That's all I got for news. Has anyone seen anything in the last week worth talking about?
Oh,
there's
like a horror film that's doing the rounds on TikTok and everyone's saying to watch it. So it came up on my Netflix as like top 10 this week, and it's called The Separation.
Oh yeah.
Probably one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
Oh God.
Is it the weird contortionist man?
Yeah.
Oh, it's utter shit.
It's some of the most cheesy, like, bad effects, really bad dialogue. When I say bad effects, I mean really. It looks like it was made in, like, I could make it on my iPhone. Like, and that's not saying that, you know, I mean, I can do it on my iPhone, and I don't know the first thing about editing movies or anything like that at all. It's just really bad all round, and I felt really bad because Brian Cox is there, and I was like, the budget clearly just went on Brian Cox's.
And Madeline Brewer as well from Cam. She's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was very disappointing because the clip that's doing the rounds on TikTok, I was like, that looks creepy. That looks right up my street. I love weird clown men. And then it was probably. Yeah, the payoff was. I still have blue balls from watching that film. Dreadful.
Blue balled you. Devastating. I think when clips start doing the rounds on TikTok, it's a bit. I don't know. I find it like a bit of a bad sign because I'm a bit like, hang on a minute. Yeah. Especially if you haven't heard of it before, and then suddenly you hear about it on TikTok, you're a bit like, well, why is this?
Yeah.
You live and you learn, don't you?
That's that.
There we go.
So one not to add to my watch list, which is refreshing, actually. Controversial opinion, but it's a real pain when people come and recommend things. People tell me stuff not to watch. You've saved me work. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
A non-horror recommendation.
Oh, go on.
So the new Avatar movie is coming out in a couple of months, I think, or a month or two. They're doing like the remaster of the original one. They're doing it in IMAX, 3D, 60 FPS or whatever. And I went to the cinema to see it. And okay, so the story is quite lazy, but it is amazing. Like if you see it in the way it's kind of meant to be seen, I was kind of blown away by it. It's unreal how good it is.
Was it in 3D again?
Yeah. They gave you like a little preview of the next one as well. But I was busting for Waz. So I was like pretty much ran out, and I heard everyone go, "Oh wow." And I was like, trying to turn back, but it's too late. I was like, I need to go to the toilet now.
Incredible.
Yeah.
They were
the way of the water.
Marveling.
Oh, you needed a wee as well.
There's a link there, a tenuous link to the title. I can remember I got really excited when Doctor Strange came out because I knew that the preview for Avatar was coming before, and we IMAXed that in 3D, and I was like, this is going to be great. But I think our projector was completely fucked up because it just kept fading in and out, and I was like, I'm sure we're not supposed to see as little of Pandora as we are seeing right now. And we were like, well, this looks great. Like we barely got 10 seconds of a title. So yeah.
Did you find the movie itself kept fading in and out? This is a weird Marvel movie.
But yeah. So I think I know about 20% of what happens in Doctor Strange. But no, it was fine by that point.
It's definitely strange.
It is.
It's strange. I shouldn't complain about it. Either that, you're shouting up to the projectionist, like, colours are off. Everyone's blue. Oi!
Incredible.
But I don't know how long it's going to be playing in the theaters again. So I'd definitely say just go and watch it when you can in IMAX still, because it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Are we entering a future where Avatar and Avengers Endgame will find excuses for eternity now to have another cinema release, so they can
back.
change and see who is the biggest grossing movie of all time?
I think
I'm up for that. I'd like
they're trying to.
I'd watch it
sorry.
over and over again. It's all right. I'd just keep going back to cinema to watch them over and over again and watch them up-res them each time.
Next, it'll be like a 5D experience. And it'll be VR, and you're in the film.
We'll climb into their paws by the end of it, won't we? Literally be like,
I'll be doing an Ant-Man, and I'll be in Thanos.
Or you'll get a ponytail like Avatar.
Yeah, plug yourself in.
Plug into the bums of all the animals that you go in there.
Yeah.
That's how you drive them.
Don't threaten Liam with a good time.
Oh no. The threat for me is watching Avatar, but I'll just
Do you not like
leave
Avatar?
that there. I've never enjoyed Avatar. I think it's a very pretty film.
Yeah, I can see why people wouldn't like it, but I just think for the visual spectacle, it's really good.
Yeah, I think the design of it's stunning. It's just, I was quite bored when I first watched it, and the second time I watched it, I did fall asleep as well. So I felt,
it's an investment, isn't it? It's a long film. Yeah.
I can't argue with that visually, but one word takes me out of it every time. That's right. Unobtainium.
So you say that, and when I watch it now, I'm like, yeah, of course, some privatized scientists will call something like that. They're always calling they're always giving new technology nonsense names.
But
Back
as soon as you got it,
it was a bit weird. But now the world we live in,
surely the scientists should have declared, I re-declare this mineral hard to obtain.
Difficult to obtainium.
Morally complex to obtainium.
It could have been up for like an internet vote. It could have been like Boaty McBoatface.
Yeah. I'd have been down
People
for that.
ignore those. If that had happened, it would have been called like Rocketanium or
Dwayne the Rock Johnson obtainium.
Or they should make the mineral like stadiums. They rename it based on whoever's sponsoring it for this year. Oh, it's Barclay Carditanium right now.
I'm waiting for that in the sequel. The corporate sponsorship coming in. I'm waiting for that in the sequel. Absolutely.
Everyone has to have like a Pepsi tattoo and the little avatar things.
Yeah. Just carve it into the tree.
Summon the Etihad Airway tanks.
Oh dear.
I've got a non-horror related recommendation. Well, someone I've seen. I saw the David Bowie documentary, Moon Age Daydream. Didn't see it in IMAX, unfortunately, because there's quite a way to go from my nearest IMAX screen. So that was a little bit disappointing. But it's amazing. It's like not like a conventional documentary, like with talking heads and just like the story of his life from start to finish. It kind of like goes back and forth all over the place. And it's made by Brett Morgan, who made the Kurt Cobain montage of Heck documentary as well. So it's got that sort of style. It's got almost like it's kind of like a bit all over the place, like scrapbook element to it. It's a bit sort of like artsy and otherworldly and experimental. Artsy, yes. Really like leaning into the fact that like David Bowie could be from another world, you never know. But he was born here, so it was a bit David Bowie, Bowie's in space. But yeah, it's
like he's here.
It's really good.
Miss Flight of the Conchords so much.
I recommend it. Oh yeah, every day. I recommend it if you're a fan of Bowie, but also of like music documentaries in general, because I feel like I would watch a music documentary about pretty much anybody. Maybe not Gary Glitter, but this was good. It's good.
Unobtainium there.
Absolutely unobtainium. What made him tick?
Agium.
No.
That's what he's always after.
You must get the underagium.
Oh no, Ben. There's a clean cut of you saying that now. That can be used.
I was definitely laughing in the background. People knew it was a joke. Silly joke. I saw that, and I also saw a movie called Watcher, which is on Shudder, and it stars Micah Monroe from It Follows and stuff. She's amazing. She's like effortlessly watchable. But I feel like it's just one of those plots which kind of like runs out of ideas. It's like, creepy man is watching from across the way in a window. And, it's got like some sort of Hitchcock vibes, and it's set in Bucharest as well, which looks lovely. So, but recommend that.
I do love her. I do love her a lot. Yeah, she's very good.
Oh, I have a little recommendation. It's the cast got released today for the Boulet Brothers Dragula Titans series, which is the All-Stars version of Dragula. Dragula to me is probably the greatest reality TV show out there. Like Drag Race has its moments.
Is that on Shudder? It's on Shudder as well, right?
Yeah. The Boulets have managed to like get so much money and so much support behind this, and I'm really glad that Shudder got behind it as well. So yeah, they've got like a killer returning cast for this, but also it's less than a week until that Queer Fear documentary comes out on Shudder as well. And that's probably the thing I've been looking forward to the most this year since it got announced.
Yeah.
It's Brian Fuller doing it as well. So
cool. Yes, okay. Yeah. Tom
Is that
Savini
like
made him gay. Tom Savini made him
no,
gay.
Tom Savini made him gay, yeah.
I think that's the only clip from that I've seen, which is
it's the only clip you need to see, to be honest. I mean, who didn't Tom Savini make gay? That's the question we need to ask.
That scene in Dusk Till Dawn when that gun comes out, I mean, I was sold.
I think that's the first time I'd ever seen Tom Savini on screen as well.
Yeah, same.
Dick gun.
With a metal penis.
Conflicted emotions, you know. You got Salma Hayek topless with a snake around her shoulders, and you got Tom Savini with his dick gun.
Yeah.
Don't know how to feel.
Bisexual. That's
it's confusing time to be alive.
Is that the word?
That's the word. This is an intervention, actually. We're just here to tell you this is who you are.
The quiz today is
add-on quiz.
Yeah, the quiz today is one of those BuzzFeed. Oh, you
yeah, how gay am I? Yeah.
I've got the Kinsey scale right here.
It's a quiz of self-reflection.
They all are. Is the Queer Fear documentary, is it like a series, or is it just like a standalone, just one documentary?
I don't think they've said whether it's...
Okay. No, I have a feeling it'll probably be... I'm thinking it's going to be like the Into Darkness kind of vibe.
Oh, I hope it's that long.
I hope it, yeah. Well, also, I hope that the documentary is quite long as well, but yeah.
Aye.
We
radio.
I suppose I have one kind of recommendation, but it's an inverse one. I watched the remake of Goodnight Mummy that's just dropped on Amazon Prime.
Is it Naomi Watson? That one?
Yes, who I absolutely love, and I will say I'm excited for her in the Ryan Murphy project, The Watcher, I think that's also called. That there was a trailer for that came out recently, which I think looks great. I'd say watch the original Goodnight Mummy, because I think it's far more intense and it has a lot more about it. I don't know if it's because I knew what was happening that it was a bit disappointing, but yeah, it shies away from a fair bit and then intensifies other bits I don't think we needed.
It looked like one of those remakes that kind of looks exactly the same as the original, almost like shot for shot.
It is almost like beat for beat. I think they change up a few things, like the endings a tad different, maybe in terms of location, but I think it was made because people who don't like subtitles on movies. I think that was like what happened in that boardroom. They just went, oh, well, people
want to speak about English, don't they? Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you just watch a dubbed version? Oh, what?
No.
Yeah, because I don't want to read subtitles, but it really will throw me off if someone's lips are just ever so slightly out of sync. We need to spend all this money to do it all over again.
Yeah, it would make sense.
I mean, I can't do that. I can't watch, like, I know there's some horror films that are badly redubbed, but they have a charm to it. But if there's something on Netflix that's a different language, I have to watch it in the language and read the subtitles. I can't deal with the dubbing. I don't know if it's the filmmaker in me is like, the audio isn't in sync.
The delivery sometimes is so different. Like I was watching.
Yes.
Actually, what film was it I was watching recently? And yeah, I was watching it with a dubbed version, and it just, I don't know, the delivery just feels so. It just feels really stagnant, doesn't it? It feels really strange.
It's another Dumbledore in the Goblet of Fire, isn't it? Where he calmly said, "Harry, you put your name in the goblet," but in the film he just screams. So I'm like, calm down, Dumbledore, Jesus.
It's like I clearly did 3 years in a row now. I've been mysteriously embroiled in these things. Give me the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly.
No, shouting.
Flies off the handle.
You know, and also maybe cut me a bit of slack in case it escaped your attention. I'm a freaking orphan. I live in an abusive family all the time. I'm not at school. This kid's a bully. Having a hard. I wear glasses. Fuck's sake.
And then Umbridge just backhands him in the PS2 game as well, doesn't she? Which is great. So, just poor kid. Oh, good.
Andy, did you have anything that you watched this week?
Watched a little bit of stuff. I've just started Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Now it's on all four. Watched the first couple of those. It's delightfully weird. I hadn't seen it before. I know it's been going for a little while now, so I just started those. Unassociated with horror, I watched Do Revenge the other day. It's got an excellent soundtrack, hasn't it? Isn't that fun?
God, have you seen this, Liam?
I still haven't. I'm saving it for, I think it's tomorrow. I'm watching it. I'm having a Sarah Michelle Gellar movie marathon tomorrow.
She steals the show.
She's great.
Of course she
Hawke
does.
is fantastic. It's got a great soundtrack. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it is really good. Really good. I enjoyed it far too much.
But mostly that, actually.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, doing some more
forgot to say-
howlings on the side, but we'll talk about that next time.
Oh, more Howlands. I was going to say we've all been watching a bit of our Jeff. I can't call him our Jeff. Big Jeff
Jeffers.
Garber.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffers. Jeff
Jeff.
Doors. Yeah, and it's pretty intense. It's pretty.
I mean, you talked about that you wouldn't watch the Gary Glitter documentary. He's also a bad bloke in this. Watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Different
good
type
point.
of bad bloke. But like again, it's weird, isn't it? That the way that it's very, very well done, regardless of what you think about making entertainment about people who are terrible. Maybe put a disclaimer at the end of each episode saying, "Hey, in real life, he's a fuckhead. Don't be like Jeff."
I mean, if you need that disclaimer, though, I am worried. Like, if you do think
you're the type of person that skip the credits, so you probably want to put that up front.
Yeah, absolutely. No. I will say I do think they've done well because they've said it's not from his perspective ever, is it? It's supposed to be like from the victims and the neighbor and all of that. And I think if it was from his perspective and they tried to humanize him, that would be an issue.
I like the perspective they went for. I think there's some of the best acting I've seen on TV for a while in there. Niecy Nash probably steals the whole show for me as his neighbor. I think it was shot really nicely. I think it looks and sounds lovely, but it's hard hitting. They don't pull any punches, which is a good and a bad thing. I think the last episode kind of threw me off a bit because there's some choices to include things in there that I didn't think were necessary. But I won't go into spoiler territory for those who want to watch it. But yeah, I don't know why I watched it because I don't watch any real life true crime stuff usually. I don't know what compelled me to watch it. And I think it was just, I bought into the hype train.
Netflix sent an email saying, "Hey Liam, new program you might like. You want to give this a little watch? Number one right now." Oh, fuck's sake, go on.
Go on then, just a little bit. One episode. Oh god. Yeah.
It's really well put together. Most episodes I saw were directed by Jennifer Lynch, right? David Lynch's daughter.
Oh,
quite interesting.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. I think in terms of it is very weird. It makes me very uncomfortable from what I've seen so far. So I think she's employing maybe some techniques there. I don't know.
One of the later episodes, I was like, this has got to be by her because it had a few kind of like Lynchian touches to it. It's weird because I feel really conflicted because I'm enjoying it as a show as in a way as you can, but I also feel like what's the point? And it doesn't feel nice to all the victims for us to all be glomming onto their woes like this. I mean, but it's really well put. It is very tastefully put together. And
didn't some family members of the victims say that it was that they were really unhappy about it, and maybe it was
because
to relive a lot of stuff, and
they didn't reach out to any of the families.
That's not on.
I think that's why I'm taking a bit of an issue with it. And I mean, they probably didn't, because a lot of the families would say, no, we don't want to go through this shit again. Which is understandable. It's weird because the show kind of comments on the audience who will be watching it as well, like, stop sensationalizing, look at this is weird, but then and like it even comments on people making things, because it's not a massive spoiler, but in real life there was a comic book. So when you mentioned comic books earlier before we started recording, I thought you meant the Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus comic book, and I was like,
no,
definitely not read that. I was like, So it kind of comments on, oh, you shouldn't be making art because it's insensitive to all these families. And then I was sitting there watching, I'm like, but you're doing this too, Ryan Murphy. So
Yeah. It's also, a lot of the killers like that are massively egotistical. That's like one of the reasons why they do what they do. And when we kind of make shows about them, this is exactly what they want to happen.
Yeah.
They want to be remembered.
In many ways, that's like a law. Apparently, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world was destroyed by someone who said, I've done this basically for infamy. I want to go down in history as the person that destroyed this incredible monument. And they executed him. Serves him right. It was the old days. These things happen. But the lawmakers at the time passed the thing that his name was not to be recorded. And it is, like, I don't know his name. But
sorry, I didn't know where Liam just went there.
But his name wasn't recorded a lot, so it's not an infamous person. So you can find out, and when I heard the story, it is mentioned, but it's not a huge famous name because they actively minimized this person's name and said it's not going to be recorded or spoken about that you did this thing. You will be as anonymous as possible.
Yeah, it's like Dennis Nielsen getting his TV show, and also like he was trying to get a book published about his exploits and stuff, and I think they shut that down because they were like, no, what's the point of publishing that other than to get your name out there? Yes, it is interesting, but it is very watchable. Like it is a really intriguing show.
Difficult,
yeah,
because that is true crime. Everybody, it's a huge sort of business. People are just obsessed with it, and the very nature of the human condition people are obsessed with as well. So it's very interesting, very intense, but conflicting.
On that deep and intense note,
do a
do
quiz.
some quizzing.
Way.
Right. Standard quiz rules apply, everybody. But don't worry, we don't take it too formally around here. We'll begin, as is tradition, with round 1, which, of course, for those of you who've been here before, is the speed round. I write all these questions. I'm certainly not going to mug myself off by not using any of them. So instead of counting down and you running out of time, we will count up, and there are extra points available for whoever gets through their real run of 10 questions the fastest. Should I give you 1 extra point or 2 extra points this time? Let's make it spicy. 2 extra for the fastest this evening.
Incredibly spicy.
Very spicy evening. So I'll do it in the order. So before we recorded today, I used, of course, the wonderful test of method and skill of who is holding their phone at the time I send this out, and asked you to choose yourself a set of questions 1, 2, 3, or 4 based on who replied the fastest. Ben got in first with set of questions number 1.
I have my chat with you open, Andy, ready to go.
Ready to go. He was ready. He's going to message at some point today. I know it. So we'll begin with you, Ben. As you have set question number 1, you're at the far left of my spreadsheet here. So we'll begin.
I didn't think that meant I would go first.
Oh, sorry, you should have thought of that. Right. Let me just move across here.
Oh, so it isn't in order, because I was kind of hoping that'd be less.
No, you will now. Oh, you will be last, Liam. Yes, you will. You have step 4, right? So you've got it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have any choice, but I can see how you guys have done that. So
you'll know what the pressure is. Apologies, I won't be able to see you while I've got my spreadsheet because I've not gone for a dual screen model here, so I can see the wonders of Excel right now. So you'll have to answer me with words. Ben,
you can't see my pained expression.
Yeah, you can't see Ben thinking. Right, Ben, are you ready?
Yeah.
Your time begins now. Which renowned horror author celebrated his 75th birthday in September 2022?
Stephen King.
Correct. In The Lighthouse, Willem Dafoe furiously reprimands his fellow lighthouse keeper for spilling what staple food, at least metaphorically?
Beans?
Beans, correct. Given the film's overall theme, what has the title of the movie Nope been alleged to stand for?
Not of... Oh, shit. What is it? Not of... Oh, pass.
Not of Planet Earth. A fictionalized version of which US president works as a vampire hunter in a 2012 movie?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. What was the name of the real-life witch hunter responsible for over 100 murders of suspected witches in the English Civil War?
We did an episode on this. His name was... Vincent Price. No, pass.
It's Matthew Hopkins. Last Night in Soho was the last film appearance of which veteran British actor?
Oh shit. Terence Stamp.
It's Diana Rigg. The YA horror series Are You Afraid of the Dark? The stories are told by which group?
Spice Girls.
It's the Midnight Society. 1950s classic Them features mankind facing peril from what time of giant creature?
Them. It's like a cockroach.
There's big old ants. What is the name of the demon who torments those who fall foul of Mrs. Ganush in Drag Me to Hell?
The name of the demon.
It is.
Shite. No, pass.
It's Lamia. Cassandra Peterson is better known as which iconic horror character?
Cassandra Peterson. I don't know. Pass.
It is Elvira.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, God.
Oh, Ben.
Egg, man.
Oh,
It was a powerful start, but then the wheels seemed to come off. I will tell you what your time is when we
That's
get
definitely-
to, I get to the
That's
end.
definitely my worst speed round of all time.
Good.
Good. Eat shit.
I'm
It's
happy.
Elvira, isn't it?
Sucked in, Ben.
God's sake.
Some of those are hard, though. Like,
they were
Yeah.
hard.
Which
yeah.
Witchfinder General recently as well.
It's one of these things. I find it difficult to write these sometimes because I'm usually writing a quiz for people who it's not like at the pub where it's I've got to make it really accessible. I'm writing a quiz for people who live and breathe horror, and most of you produce a podcast about it. So you've got to be a little bit tougher.
Right.
Right.
I believe I got the Elvira
Also,
one wrong.
there's
For
stuff-
some reason, I was thinking of like I don't know, like a character, like a killer in a film or something. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
There's stuff that you do now
She's
as well.
got killer
but when, like,
boo.
yeah, I was shaking my boobs. I don't know if you saw, Ben. I was trying to give you a hint.
Give them a
I
clue.
didn't. I didn't look at any of you guys. I couldn't. Sorry.
Yeah, we all just had our tatters out for you.
With the answers.
Like, come
written
on, Ben,
them.
you can do it. Yeah, we all just had a different letter on each group.
It's funny because
Fucked
like
it.
the ones where you don't get it and like we know, it's like, oh, it's so easy. And then when it's you answering the questions and you don't
Exactly.
know, it just goes,
Fuck,
you just,
no.
mine just goes blank.
Yeah.
Right,
I've got a bit of
Liam
a sweat
J,
on already.
you're up next. Are you feeling more or less confident after that?
After those questions, I'm a lot less confident now, but we'll go. We'll
Right.
do it.
Are
The
you
power
ready?
of Kelly compels you.
Are you ready? Are you prepared?
I am.
Right. Your time begins now. Which found footage blockbuster recently announced a sequel directed by Babak Anvari?
Paranormal Activity.
It's Cloverfield. Fresh from the dual role success, Mia Goth is starring in both Pearl and which sequel?
Maxine.
Maxine, correct. A failure to lose what status is the ultimate downfall of Neil Howie in The Wicker Man?
The ultimate downfall of Neil Howie.
Yep. What does he fail to lose? What status?
Oh, I don't know. Fire. I don't know.
It's his virginity. He doesn't fuck enough. Now, Lena Klammer is better known as the deceptive DILF hunting killer.
Pass. I'm sorry, pass.
It's The Orphan. Like many other films of its ilk, what US-centric holiday events do Piranha 3D take place during?
4th of July.
Spring Break.
Spring break.
In a 1991 film, the FBI turns to which probo-psychiatrist to catch serial killer Buffalo Bill?
Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter, correct. In End of Days, Arnie's Jericho Kane battles to save the world at the turn of the millennium from the devil, played by who?
Al Pacino?
It's Gabriel Byrne.
Oh.
Sweeney Todd, Spring Hill Jack, and other stories first appeared in cheap horror books, commonly called by what collective name?
Penny Dreadfuls.
Penny Dreadfuls, correct. What inspired name has been used as an alias for Count Dracula himself in addition to his son in various media incarnations?
An alias for
Dracula and his son and
Alucard.
Alucard, very good. Following a trio of Netflix hits, what horror classic is Mike Flanagan now turning into a series for the platform?
The Midnight Club.
It's Fall of the House of Usher. I know he is working on that one as well, though. Maybe I'll give you one for that one because that wasn't specific enough. It could have been either of those answers, so I'll
That's
give you
the
that
downfall of the quizmaster right there.
but that was decisive decision making, I feel. So I've done it. Right, there is your time, Liam.
Did really well.
That was really good. Yeah,
You did really well. Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
I laughed out loud during it as well. I apologize for that.
It's all good. I was laughing at something, and then I got distracted by DILFs, which is the story of my life.
It was the
the DILF hunting killer.
He didn't fuck enough in The Wicker Man, and then we went straight into DILF. So
Yeah.
okay.
Right, Luke,
Easy.
are you ready?
No.
Okay,
Well, what can I do?
Tell
Let's
me when
go.
you are.
Go for it.
3, 2, 1, begin. What name is given to Ethan Hawke's serial killer character in The Black Phone?
Don't know. Mask Man.
It's the Grabber. Brad Dourif has played nefarious Chucky since 1988, but which of his relatives plays him as a younger killer in Chucky, the TV series?
I don't know her name.
Just his relative. What relative of it is him?
Like niece or something.
It's his daughter, Fiona. Jamie Clayton stars as which reimagined pleasure / Plaint Demon in a 2022 franchise revival?
Pinhead.
Pinhead. In addition to English, what other language did the cast of Prey record their dialogue in?
Native American.
I'll give you it's Comanche. Which plays the majority? Which actor plays the majority of roles in 2022 folk horror Men?
What's his name? Rory Kinnear.
Rory Kinnear. In The Prophecy, horrid pollution mutates what woodland creature into a rancid antagonist? A bear. Very good. MILFs, Cockneys, strippers, and pro wrestlers all battled what creature in Versus movies between 2012 and 2015?
Werewolf.
It's zombies. In which Friday the 13th episode does Jason first don a hockey mask?
4.
It's 3. In Possessor, what is the profession of the protagonist, Tasia Voss?
She. I don't remember the job title. Insurance.
She's an assassin. In what director? What director helmed the 1983 adaptation of Killer Car movie Christine?
John Carpenter.
It is John Carpenter. Very good, Luke.
I thought I could at least try and get the speed points.
And I'll tell you how you've done at that when we get to the end. Right.
Your turn when asking the questions, Andy, is very mastermind at the moment. I don't know if it's put me at ease.
I've been watching a bit of Mastermind. The current host, Clive Myrie, when he's not, talking about terrible wars on the news, very, very soothing fellow. No one does it better. I'd never even put myself in the same league as Clive. If I ever got that far, my goodness.
Definitely not.
What would your specialist subject be?
That's a question.
Now, I asked Karen this question. If you're going on Mastermind, obviously, if you get through to the final, you're going to be in it several times. So do you choose your best subject first, or would you save it in case you got to the final?
I'm not that confident. How specific can you be? Because it seems like some people are really specific, like The Simpsons series 1 episode.
Yeah,
6.
you can do that. I think I'd choose. You'd have to revise some of them. Maybe I'd choose the movies of James Gunn, because then if I did it, he'd send me a little video if I got to the final saying, "Well done, Andy, well done." The first 150 Pokemons, I could do some good questions on that. I don't know my third specialist subject if I got all the way through. I'd have to work it out. We'll come back to it. That'll be our answer to finish the thing. All think of your answers.
Jesus.
In the meantime, though, not to distract you, Liam, are you ready for your speed round?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, begin. A variant of party games similar to Wink, Murder, and Werewolf feature as the focus and title of which 2022 Gen Z horror comedy?
Bodies.
Bodies. In Jacob's Ladder, Jacob is traumatized following his time in which conflict?
Vietnam.
During Night of the Creeps, how do the parasitic slugs enter their victims' bodies?
Through the mouth.
Through the mouth, very good. In the Underworld series, what term is primarily used to refer to the werewolves?
Lichens.
Which B-movie legend played himself in a 2007 self-directed meta-horror movie?
Bruce Campbell,
very good. Mark Lewis features as the killer in what progenitor of the slasher genre?
Once more.
Mark Lewis features as the killer in which progenitor of the slasher genre?
Peeping Tom.
Season 4 of Stranger Things introduced the character and mastermind behind the Upside Down. What was his name?
Vecna.
Vecna. My best friend's exorcism is being adapted for screen based on a novel of the same name by which author?
Grady Hendrix.
Grady Hendrix. Which veteran TV host and interviewer leads the studio team in Ghostwatch, contributing to the public's exterior?
Michael Parkinson.
Michael Parkinson. And what subset of mammals native to Australia is the focus and into an entry of the Howling franchise?
Werewolves? What? I don't know if I heard that right. Sorry.
Oh, one more time. I can repeat it for you. Which subset of mammals native to Australia are the focus for an entry of the Howling franchise?
I don't know. Kangaroos?
It is marsupials.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Did very
Shit.
well. Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
Done.
was that just one wrong?
Just
One wrong at the end.
one wrong.
We are finished.
I had several poos through that round. So
I,
thanks, guys.
if you weren't on my team, I'd ask for a point to be deducted for that dab, but you know.
Can I point me to dad
actually
for that
saying that, I
dab?
do agree.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what was happening.
Right.
It's all good.
Vecna. Famously.
Let's turn to the times. There's not a lot in it, everybody. But I'll announce. So Ben came in at 1 minute 56. Look up from there. Liam J came in at 1 minute 47. There are 4 seconds between the next two times. Luke was at 1:40. Liam, you're at 1 minute 36 seconds.
Oh,
Christ.
Wow, the fastest. I got the most right.
Yeah.
Bloody
oh
hell.
I
wow.
misheard then. Okay, yeah, I'll take the points as well. Thank you.
Yeah. So you get the two. You get the 2 for that one. Well done.
I'll give one to Liam for the dab.
Right. It's less pressure from here on out, guys. But we'll move along.
Great questions as usual, Andy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great question.
perfect.
Thank you. The next line, round 2. What's my, in brackets, tagline? Where I'm going to give you the tagline of a movie. I just need you to give me the title. You got 3 each. Less time pressure, but there is some stealing potential around here. So
Oh,
you can
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get yourself again. Let's balance this out here. You can get yourself 2 points if you get it all for yourself. You get it without any help. If you can then pass it over to your teammate for 1 point if they're able to get it. And if neither of you get it successfully, then I will offer the other team a chance to steal just the 1 point as well.
Nice.
Right. So we'll begin with the first one, which will be for you, Ben. So Ben, your first tagline question. Don't look, he'll see you. Don't breathe, he'll hear you. Don't move, you're dead. What's the film?
That's The Burning, isn't it?
It is The Burning. Very well. Very well done.
he's not going to see you though, is he? Because he's got a drippy eye. So.
He's got a drippy eye.
Yeah.
Cropsy!
Oh, Cropsy. Cropsy the best.
Well,
Yeah.
Liam J, this is your first one. Inner City versus Outer Space. Not Inner Space, different movie entirely. Inner City versus Outer Space.
Oh, okay. I thought, yeah. Inner City versus Outer Space.
Yeah, Inner City versus Outer Space.
Is it Predator 2 Concrete Jungle?
It's not Predator 2 Concrete Jungle, I'm afraid. Liam, anything to save the point here?
Okay, I was going to say that. Attack the Block.
It is Attack the Block.
God,
Very
bloody
good.
lovely.
Well, it was going to be one of 2, wasn't it? So, yeah, okay, thanks.
Very good.
Luke, your first tagline. Every rose has its thorns.
Ben, you feeling confident?
Is that Poison song, isn't it?
Every rose.
As
As
it's
it's-
fall.
Every cowboy sings a sad, sad song, but it's nothing to do with that. What horror film has the
oh,
tagline?
wait.
Every rose has
I'm
its thorn.
confident.
Oh, Luke, have you
Can
got
I-
your
can-
first shot?
can
It's
I-
more points if Luke gets it.
Can I say I'm confident? Is that allowed?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can say you're confident.
Yeah.
I'm fucking confident.
You can
Yeah.
express a feeling. This isn't society of five.
Yeah.
It'd be some kind of femme fatale sort of film, I imagine. So I don't know. How passive Ben knows.
Go on, Ben.
It's teeth.
It is teeth. Very good.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good tagline.
Vaginas. What was it?
vagina dentata.
That's it.
Liam, one for you to begin with. Your first tagline: a god incarnate, a city doomed.
Oh my god, this is throwing me. God incarnate, a city doomed. I genuinely don't think I know. Do you have any inklings, Liam?
No, I have a complete guess.
Go on, Liam. Go for your guess. Or
Yeah, I was going to say
guesses.
I'll pass it over.
Godzilla.
Hits the bar with Godzilla. Horror Hangout,
Ooh.
anything for a steal.
It's got to be Shin Godzilla.
Is Shin Godzilla.
Oh,
Hits the bar with Godzilla.
I really love Shin Godzilla as well.
Shin Godzilla is such a great movie. It's about everyone just doing their best at their job. Just about people in a shit situation, but they're still going to work and turning up, and they're all trying so hard. I wish we had the government from Shin Godzilla. What a time. Anyway, Ben, your second tagline is, it's crazy. Lots of A's in the crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. The Crazies?
It's not the crazies. Luke, any advance on the
That's
crazy?
it. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
How many A's?
I don't know if I fully replicated it.
Does that help?
If I copied it exactly, I've copied 4 A's, so I can't tell if that's exactly what I looked up, but that was the sentiment I drew from it. It's crazy.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2?
It's not. Liam's anything to steal on this
Yes.
one?
Have you got an idea, Liam?
No, I feel like it's going to be something like quite schlocky.
I was going to go for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, good shout. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
You would be absolutely right to go for that because that is what it is.
Well
my-
done. Well done, Liam.
Very well done. Very well done. What are the rules for stealing? Can you confer?
wait,
Can
haven't
you?
you?
Well, I suppose you
Oh,
can
Oh
confer.
yeah, shit. Were we allowed to do that?
Can each of you have
Your
a go?
your team would have one go, I imagine.
Okay,
to
okay.
we'll come up.
I've got
So-
no complaints about that. I was just wanted to clarify.
It's always good to check these things. There's no crime in asking questions. I'm not the only one allowed to ask questions today. You ask any you've got. Liam, one for you. This time, the terror doesn't stop at the screen.
Oh God, is it my turn?
It
It
is
is,
your
yeah.
turn.
This time, the terror doesn't stop at the screen.
Yeah, this time the terror doesn't stop at the screen. Traditionally, it would. This time, no.
Is it Jaws 3D?
It's not Jaws 3D. Liam, have you got any saving throw on this one?
I have 2, so I'm
Oh, what's he going to go for? Decision time.
okay. I'm going to go with Friday the 13th, Part 3.
It's not Friday the 13th, Part 3. Horror Hangout boys. Anything from you?
It doesn't stop at the
What-
screen. I was trying to work
What
out
was
like,
the
what.
3D Friday the 13th?
This
Yeah, I think- I
time,
think that-
the terror doesn't stop at the screen.
I
Friday
think that
the
was
13th.
Maybe Piranha 3D, maybe? We're just thinking 3D films.
I'm afraid not, and it's not even a 3D film. It is Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Oh,
See, traditionally, Freddy can't get out the screen this time though. He's off getting Heather Langenkamp.
Ready?
or Kelly Rowland.
Luke, one for you.
Mhm.
A weekend by the lake with views to die for.
A Weekend by the Lake.
With views to die for.
So we're thinking maybe Friday the 13th sounds too obvious. I'll say Friday the 13th.
It's not Friday the 13th. Ben?
Is it Eden Lake.
It is
Oh,
that's what I was
Eden
gonna say.
Lake.
Yeah, same. Fuck. Damn you.
Such a horrific movie as well. I think I blanked that one out like a
Yeah.
Vietnam repressed
Bloody-
memory. Or
It makes
something.
me so mad.
Horrid
I
kids.
saw a clip the other day and I was just like, God damn it.
Ending as well.
With local legend to where I am, Jack O'Connell.
I saw him in Walkabout in Derby.
I saw him.
Back.
I saw him in.
Oh.
I saw him in a. I saw him in a pub once.
Yeah. Not bad from. Was he an Oscar nominee? I'm sure he got nominated, didn't he? Or was it an Academy Award?
He got
Did he really
to.
get nominated? Oh,
He got to invite Angelina Jolie to Derby. So like.
That's hilarious. Can you imagine her? She'd just been like.
Straight
I mean,
to,
I look
straight
at
to
Derby like
Walkabout.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, straight to Walkabout.
Got any ID?
It's not
These
a light
lips are
lad
my
story.
ID.
She just whips a leg out. It's me.
It's me, Angelina.
Oh, I see. In you go.
Yeah.
Liam, your second tagline. Are you eating it, or is it eating you?
The stuff.
It is the stuff.
I thought no one's doing that one. I've got that one in the
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone knows it.
Wonderful.
We should do an episode on this stuff. What a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, your third and final tagline. Before man walked the earth, it slept for centuries. It is evil. It is real. It is awakening.
Before man walked the earth, it slept for centuries.
Quite a mouthful for a tagline.
Yeah, it's a bloody paragraph at the top of that poster.
Slept for centuries.
Before man walked the earth,
Is it?
slept for centuries. It is
Is it
evil.
just-
It is real. It is awakening.
Is it it?
It's not it. Luke, any advance on that?
Oh damn!
It will be like some old dinosaur or some giant shark thing. I'm gonna say Meg. Why not?
It's not the Meg. Liam's?
See, that was going to be my answer.
Are we?
so-
Are we? So we're not allowed to confer.
You
Are we
can
allowed to say if
confer.
we've? Okay.
Have a little.
Do
Have
I
a
get,
little
do I get
I've-
another guess?
I've got options. Well,
What are your options?
okay. So I don't think it is, but potentially, obviously, the thing crash landed millions of years ago or whenever. But the relic. I don't know if that would be one
Oh,
because that's like an old beastie. I don't think it's either.
Poker
Now
face
I've said
there.
them out loud. Have you?
I can't imagine it being a thing because it just seems to
No.
be a bit too much.
Yeah.
Go for
So-
the
The relic. The relic.
I'm afraid the correct answer is Prince of Darkness.
Oh,
God damn it.
I thought the relic as well. Liam, it popped into my head after.
Yeah.
Well done.
Liam, your next one, your final tagline is: if someone hurts someone you love, how far would you go to get revenge?
Oh,
Someone hurt someone.
How far would you go to get revenge?
oh, far.
How far? I mean, it doesn't. I've said
Yeah.
that with intonation. I'm not implying. I'm not
Yeah, the
implying
que-
distance or
We're not
moral-
questioning.
moral
Liv.
length. How far would you go to get revenge?
Somebody hurt someone. Oh, God, I'm trying to think of films where I can't think of any horror films where it would be. I'm just going to take a wild guess and just say John Wick. And
It's
I know it's
not.
not John Wick.
Not John Wick. Liam, anything to save that one?
Again, I've got a couple of options, but I don't.
What's he going to go for? Because you're playing a dangerous game. Because
I know I am. I
give
can't say
anything
them
away
out
to
loud.
lose.
No, exactly. Okay. I don't. Straw dogs.
It's not Straw Dogs. Horror Hangout boys. Anything from you?
That's a good
I
show.
don't really know. To be honest, Ben. What are you
Some
thinking?
kind of slasher where something bad has happened to a kid, maybe something bad happened to a kid, and then somebody became a slasher because of that. I don't know why. That's kind of a bit
Yeah.
obvious, but that's kind of there. Can you ring any bells?
Got anything to dial in on that one?
Maybe who's the slasher guy?
Oh wait. I got a
go on.
shout. Have you got a shout or not?
No, I'm reaching. You go.
Pumpkinhead.
It's not Pumpkinhead, I'm afraid. It
That
is.
was a good guess though.
It's Last House on the Left.
That was my other guess. God damn it.
Yeah,
Fuck's
mine's
sake.
always the other guess.
Yeah. Shush you. I was thinking, is it the remake? Is it the tagline of the remake? Because I was thinking no, because it's the keep repeating it's only a movie, that one, and I was thinking, but rape, revenge, that whole thing. It's a thing.
Did you get him? Luke, are you ready for yours?
Yeah, sure.
Your last tagline is every family tree hides a secret.
Every family tree has secrets.
These silences make for a good
Just look at everyone else's
listening.
faces to see if anyone.
Like a twinkle of recognition in their eyes. I've had
Yeah.
to lower my spreadsheet on the screen so I can look at your faces for a minute as well.
Has Kelly Rowland contacted you on Excel yet?
I mean, it's just an open line of communication.
They've actually proven that you can type a command that will send an email from Excel. So I think she's perfectly
Oh my
valid.
god.
Yeah, she
in,
can do that.
texting from there, yeah.
She's just people just don't appreciate her genius.
There's an unknown line in the album version that's no matter what I do, all I can think about is you, even when I distract myself with quite complex coding. All I'm crazy about you. Yeah. Family tree
Guys,
hides a secret. Every family tree hides a secret. Luke. Every one.
Yes, but that's the problem. Thinking about all the family. Maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's not Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Ben.
I feel like I got nothing. Is tree relevant? I suppose you can't tell me, can you? The only one I can think of, I'm thinking of family. So I'm thinking just of Hereditary.
Oh, Ben. What a clutch moment. Hereditary it is.
Is that the answer?
Nice.
How on earth has that happened?
Oh my goodness. What a save. Very good.
I was pulled straight at me arse.
Liam, one for you. This monster movie breaks new ground. This monster movie breaks new ground.
American Werewolf in London?
I'm afraid not. Liam, anything to save that one?
Cloverfield?
Not Cloverfield. Horror Hangout team.
I've got a shout, Luke. Have you got a shout?
I'm leaning towards that Kevin Bacon film, just because subterranean horror.
Yes.
Is that what you're thinking?
Oh, are you?
I'm thinking the same. Tremors.
It is Tremors. Very good.
God damn it.
Nice.
Very good work.
Same wavelength, Luke, you see?
So you've been away for a few weeks, like you never left.
I couldn't remember the name of the film. I was going to say Grabbers.
Graboids.
Graboids.
That Kevin Bacon film. I got it. Hollow Man. Yeah.
Footloose.
Hollow Man. Right. We've got a little different round for you guys this time. So round 3, a bigger or smaller boat. There's going to be a couple of questions I'm going to ask you as we go through it. Could be based on a number of different topics. And it's a simple game of higher or lower.
Are you doing it? Sorry, are you doing a score roundup or not?
Do you want a score roundup?
I don't know. It depends, to be honest.
I feel like
Liam will just let them tear each other apart, yeah.
Just sitting here enjoying myself.
do we usually do a score round?
I can do it now if you like. So currently,
I feel like I've made it awkward now.
No, it's fine.
Fucking awkward.
Luke is currently in just off the podium on 5. Liam J, you're ahead on 6 on 3rd place. Ben, you're in 2nd place with 10. Ben 10. And Liam, you have 14 at the moment. Still all to play for.
Oh.
It could very easily go to shit though, guys.
Especially as I reveal in this round of kind of like Bruce's Price is Right, but with a little bit of horror elements to it here. Is Price is Right where you guess higher or lower? I think so.
Yeah.
I think
The
so.
one with the cards, except I'm not exploiting much younger women who are standing next to me. Yeah, so not that. But there's going to be a little bit of gambling in this one. So you can stick at any point as we go through this. Obviously, before you start, it'd be pointless. You have to get at least 1 point. But
God,
I'm going to give you an opportunity to stop, bank the points you have, or you can carry on for more points. And then if you fuck it,
so we have the potential to lose all of the points we get.
Wipe out all the points you gain.
Okay.
My goodness. So Ben, you're up first.
Yep.
Again, disclaimers for anyone listening. This is based on the content that I've read online at the time I wrote this quiz yesterday. So by the time you look at it at some undetermined point in the future, it could have changed. Don't email me about it. It's fine. So Ben, your one goes for Rotten Tomatoes critic ratings.
Rating.
So the critic ratings percentage on Rotten Tomatoes, the popular film rating website. So your baseline that we're going to begin with is Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which has a 74% critic approval rating. For 1 point, I would like you to tell me, does the original Friday the 13th have a higher or lower critic approval?
God.
I'm pretty. I don't want to put any reasoning behind it in case I'm wrong.
I mean, work through your listening. I mean, it's an audio format. You can work through it. It's fine. There's no steals available on this one.
I'm going to say lower. Oh wait, so
a lower
13th
is a lower rating by the critics than Nightmare
Friday
on
the 13th has a lower rating than Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Correct.
Yes.
So you've got your 1 point in the bank. Now, I'm going to put this out to a vote from the team. I can tell Ben right now what Friday the 13th got, so we can then follow the logic and see as the questions proceed. Or I can keep the actual answers secret to make sure you've got to work that out in your head and just leave it in the fact that it is lower.
I like the idea of torturing him, but at the same time, by the time it gets to me, I'll probably want to know the answer.
Yeah.
So.
Let's be nice. Let's be nice.
We'll play the nice version. If you want to play the hard version at home, cover your ears for a second. Now, it got 63%, so it's lower.
Oh, gosh.
So Ben, for 2, I mean, you can stick here, Ben. I'm not going to twist your arm here. You can stick if you wish, or you can go for. And I guess you should tell me if you're going to proceed or not before I tell you, because otherwise it's like Millionaire. You've got a safety net. So, are you going to go for 2 points or no?
Yeah.
You are.
Go for 2 points.
And then
I came with nothing. I'm out as well.
Came with nothing.
Had a lovely day.
No, you didn't. You're devastated.
I wanted that speedboat.
Right, Ben. For 2 points, then, tell me, did Planet Terror fare better or worse with Rotten Tomatoes critics than 63%?
Oh my God, that's tough, isn't it? That's tough. Critics
For Planet Terror.
A B movie. But then again, it's a Robert Rodriguez movie.
Oh, shade.
I'm gonna say. Well, no, I'm saying like a Robert Rodriguez movie, so like critics might appreciate it more because it's a decent director. I'm gonna say it was rated lower than Friday the 13th.
So lower than Friday the 13th.
What was that noise that Luke just made?
That wasn't me. I heard a noise, but I did not make it.
I thought you went. No. I'm gonna say okay.
Speaking of noise, Karen's going to be back any second. So the dogs will go insane. So prepare yourself for that if you're really leaning in and thinking hard.
I'm gonna say lower than 6.
Lower than 63%. I'm afraid, Ben, you've absolutely blown it. Planet Terror got 76% approval rating.
What, more than Nightmare on Elm Street?
Really?
No, more than Friday the 13th, the original.
That.
Oh, it's been more than both of them. Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was 74, Friday the 13th was 63, Planet Terror was 76.
I mean, I do love Planet Terror.
So I'm afraid, Ben, no points for you that time. For those playing at home, I would have offered him next the opportunity to go for 4 points and tell me, did Poltergeist do better than Planet Terror at 76? Do you want to play for fun? Do you guys want to play for fun? Yeah.
I'm going to say higher.
I would say higher.
Yeah.
Higher.
It was higher. It was higher, and it was 87%.
Oh,
And
nice.
then,
Wow, that is so good.
Wow.
At this point, just to get you other guys prepared for the format point here, I'm going to offer, when you get to the final one, I'll offer you one final gamble. You can go for a slightly easier one where the difference is bigger, and it's for 8 points, or for a full 10, go for a harder one where the difference is minimal.
10 points. 10 points.
10 points. 10
How
all
many
points.
points I've got on the board right now?
Had
Suddenly
Ben
gone very warm.
had Ben gone for it, his 8-point question would have been, is The Fly higher or lower than Poltergeist?
Lower.
I think lower, but it shouldn't be.
You'd all be wrong. It got 93%, and it is higher.
Fucking hell.
And for the 10-point question would have been versus Poltergeist. How did American Werewolf in London do?
It's going to be like 1%.
I'd also say
different, isn't
lower.
it?
Oh, split the pack. Split the pack. It
Higher.
would have been higher, 89% versus 87.
Bloody hell. Okay,
Wow.
I'm glad it wasn't my round.
So no points for you, I'm afraid, Ben. So sorry.
Bollocks.
Liam J, you are up next.
Come on, you got this.
We move away from critical scores, and I am going for the global box office as listed in IMDb.
Oh my lord.
Oh, shit.
Liam, you've not got this.
I've made no adjustments for inflation. It's just literally the number that is written down in the global box office on the IMDb page for the film. So your baseline is Aliens, which per IMDb made $131 million at its cinematic release. So for 1 point, I would like you to tell me, how did The Sixth Sense do versus Aliens?
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, you may.
Just for definition, the global box office, is that just cinema or does it include home release?
I couldn't tell you. I just that's what the line said. It just said global box office. It was next to the other ratings next to it were US opening weekend, US box office, global. So I assume it's cinema releases.
Yeah, I'd say cinema, yeah.
So it doesn't include home video or anything?
No.
I think it would have made a lot more than 130 million on.
So you're.
I'm going to go
no,
higher.
I'm
going higher.
You're going higher. You are correct to say higher. The Sixth Sense made $673 million.
Jesus.
Dollars.
I see dollar signs.
Now,
I'll carry on.
You're going to continue.
Yeah.
He's straight in. He's gambling. So, versus The Sixth Sense, did the original Scream make more or less at the box office?
I'm going to say less.
You are correct to say yes. It made only 173 million according to IMDb's records.
Bloody hell. I'll go again.
You're going again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Four
too
points.
close to the sun.
Versus Scream's 173 million. How did Paranormal Activity do?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can anybody remind me what year Paranormal Activity came out?
2007, I think.
I'm just going to go higher.
It did go higher. Paranormal Activity made $193 million at the box office.
Incredible.
Wow.
Right. First question, Liam. Are you continuing for the final question?
No.
You're sticking.
Yeah.
Right. He is sticking on 4 points. Congratulations. We'll play the last one for fun.
Yeah.
So the 8-point question would have been versus Paranormal Activity. Did the Blair Witch Project make more or less money?
I'd have said less.
Well, I should have this figure stuck in my head.
You should.
I think
less.
I'm going to go.
Time.
You're going to say less.
I'm going to go higher.
You're going to say higher. Okay. You would have been correct to say higher. It made 249 million.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
the 10-point question, had you gone for that one instead, would have been versus Paranormal Activities 193. What about Cloverfield?
Lower.
Lower. You would have been right. 172.
Wow.
That's what you could have won.
Damn it.
But you
That's
came away
all
with
good.
4. You've had a nice day. That's all right.
I've had a great day. Can't wait to see the kids.
Right. Luke, are you ready for yours?
Sure.
Your question, Luke, comes from rankings within Starburst magazine's top 100 horror movies of all time that was released in Starburst magazine in December 2021.
Okay.
So I'm going to begin you at the very center of their list. Your base number is Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which came in at number 50. Now, for clarity here, of course, I'm going to ask you higher or lower, by which I mean higher in the charts, which would be a lower number, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So make it simpler. Did it do better or worse in the rankings?
Okay.
So for 1 point versus Invasion of the Body Snatchers at number 50 in their list, where did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, coincidentally answer for a couple of questions already today, where did Texas Chainsaw Massacre come? Better or worse in that list?
So I think Texas Chainsaw would have placed higher than Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
And you'd be correct to think so, Luke. Actually, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is number
Don't tell
8.
me.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, you wanted to make it harder.
Oh,
Well, I was just going to guess.
Why do you want to make it harder?
Or something like that.
Oh, you wanted to
yeah,
guess.
I just wanted to see if
in
I
the
could
moment.
get that right.
Okay. Well, I won't tell you next time. Would you like to continue?
Yeah. I've already got 6 points.
For 2 points, Luke,
Yeah.
did Get Out do better or worse than Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
The problem is that because people say it's like a modern masterpiece.
And I chose it on purpose for just that reason. I was hoping to spark this debate.
So number 7, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's going to have like, if it's higher than 7, that's
Was it 7
that's
or
a
8?
crime.
It's number 8.
Oh, if it's
Number
higher than 8, then that's a crime. I'm going to go lower. Get Out placed lower, and this is on personal opinion as well. Like I think it should place lower.
Right. Let's see how. Like I can tell you, Luke, you are correct. Do you want to guess where it came for fun?
22.
21.
Okay.
Very close.
Wow.
Right, Luke. Are you continuing to the 4-point question?
Yeah, why not?
Right, Luke. For 4 points, did Let the Right One In do better or worse in Starburst magazine's top 100 horror movies of all time?
Worse probably. Even though I prefer it.
Yeah. Well, you obviously know the people, Luke, because you're absolutely correct. It came in at. You want to guess?
I think it would have been like between 30 and 40. Let's say 37.
Fucking hell, Luke. It's exactly 37.
Jesus Christ.
Luke's leafing through the magazine, isn't he?
I'm a subscriber. Right. Now, Luke,
God
are you sticking or are you going to carry on for the final question?
I think so. I've got like 9 points now. I'm gonna have to stick. I can't go back down to 5 points.
He's going to stick.
Yeah.
4 points locked in.
Well
let's
done,
do one more for the let's do this for fun then. So for 8 points, I would have asked you, did Suspiria do better or worse than Let the Right One In?
I think it would have not the remake, the original, right?
The original, yes.
I bet that's like 45 or something.
Fucking hell, Luke, it is exactly 45. You should have carried on. Right.
Luke is psychic. That's what we've learned on this episode. Luke is psychic.
I've seen a lot of horror movie lists. I don't know.
Wow. That's a very niche thing. Isn't it?
That's your mastermind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Wow.
What was the one for 10 points?
I'll tell you, you might have to pause. I think Karen's just getting back, so the dogs will bark momentarily. But number 10, for 10 points, I was going to ask you, Did it do better or did The Descent do better or worse than Let the Right One In?
I'm gonna say The Descent's like 28, something like that. 27 or 8.
So you would have said it did better.
Yeah.
You'd have been incorrect, Luke. You would have come crashing down.
He's lost it. Gone.
Oh no,
Where
sorry.
was it?
You said it was going to do better. Did you say? I've been hoisted by my own petard. So
yeah. Which better than what?
The Descent, was it going to be better or worse than Let the Right One In at 37?
I would say probably be better. I think.
Yeah, in that case, sorry, Luke. I was obviously so keen on saying you would have blown it, but you didn't. You would have got it. Descent was number 35. It was better.
Oh,
it's better.
Sweet.
So
Wow.
You'd have got the full 10. Just believe it.
I felt much safer just sticking. So
yeah, you feel safe. Right, Liam, it's on to you. Are you ready?
No.
This one,
my instincts have been utter shit this entire round.
This one, I feel like it depends. It depends how this has gone. I think certainly one member of the cast tonight, it would have been a dream category for them. I don't know your feelings on it, and I won't until we begin this in a moment. So, okay, so Liam, your question here, one that you'll either love or hate depending on which franchises you've engaged with, but your question is about the chronology, the releases of Resident Evil media.
Okay.
So your time frame begins with Resident Evil 4's original release on the Nintendo GameCube in 2005. So from 2005, for 1 point, I would like you to tell me, was the release of the original Paul W.S. Anderson movie Resident Evil before or after that event?
Not me getting like no points on this round. My God, this is hard. Right, so when was the 4 came out when?
So Resident Evil 4 came out in 2005 on the Nintendo GameCube. So that first release of that game.
Okay.
Was that before or after the first Paul W.S. Anderson movie in cinemas, Who Loves His Wife Very Much? Was that before or after that?
I think I'm going to say after. I feel like the first one was like 2001, 2002.
So 2000, so before then, because
I'm going to say before.
You're saying before, yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying it happened before, so you're correct to say before. You got those dates bang on, because the first Resident Evil movie came out in 2002.
Sweet.
Would you like to continue for 2 points?
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I came here with nothing.
So, the animated movie Resident Evil Damnation, did that happen before or after Paul W.S. Anderson's live action film?
I only feel like I know one of the animated films. I can't even remember the name of that. Right, again, I'm going to go after, because I think technology-wise.
You were correct to say after. It came out in 2012.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you want to continue for 4 points?
What was I on before the round?
You were on 14 before this round began.
Just think. I'm going to offer some coaching. You're at 2012 at the moment.
Yeah.
There was more released before that than there was afterwards. I don't know if that helps.
He's sciencing this. There is more time before that than there is afterwards.
Yeah.
What's Ben's current score? I know he's behind me.
I didn't get anything this round.
This.
Yeah, Ben ate shit on this round. So
yeah, but if I also eat shit on this round,
you'd be ahead of Ben by well, I don't know, if you eat shit, you'll be ahead of him by 4.
Okay. Fuck it. Okay, let's go for one. One more.
So for 4 points,
maybe.
Did the spin-off game Resident Evil Gaiden come out before or after that animated movie?
I didn't even know there was a fucking spin-off game.
Spin-off game called Resident Evil Gaiden.
Yeah, sorry for the swearing. That was 2012.
Yeah, the animated movie was 2012. So did Resident Evil Gaiden come out before or after that movie?
So I'm guessing a spin-off would have come out when it was more at its peak, and I think that was maybe a bit before. So I'm going to go before.
You are correct. Say before. It was a Game Boy Color game released in 2001.
Incredible. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So are we sticking, or can I tempt you to go for the final question?
So what date are we on now? 2004?
You're in 2001.
2001. Okay. So I know when the films came out after this point, and I know that we had 4 at 2005. Okay, so I'm at 2001.
So you need to think 8 points, there's a decent amount of time, and 10 points, there's only a short amount of time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go for it, but I'm going to go for the 8 point, I think.
He's
I'll
going
go
for
the
this
8.
excellent television. So, right.
I am the
Cool.
drama. Is it me?
For 8 points, can you tell me the Resident Evil Caliban Cove, which is a novelization, an original Resident Evil story in novel format?
Fucking hell.
Was that released before or after Resident Evil Gaiden in 2001? Look at Ben, poker face, and I bet he's read Caliban Cove.
I think he's froze.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you when it was published, though.
I mean, I feel like books and novelizations are kind of old schooly anyway. So where we're at 2001. Before or after 2001? It sounds a bit exotic, though. I mean, it's going to be either or, isn't it? Right. Fuck. I'm going to go with before.
It was before 1998.
Absolutely.
I so nearly said after as well.
Hey, right.
A sweet 8
Gay rights.
A sweet 8
You were
pointer.
going through every single scenario in your head, weren't you?
The emotions I just went through. I think this is therapy, guys. So thank you.
Novelizations of games are quite old school, but it does sound quite exotic.
I think I would have said
exotic
after.
things take longer.
No, but I was thinking exotic would be post Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that where they moved away.
I think I would have said
from.
afterwards, you know, yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Well, it's close. Okay, cool.
Apparently the dogs were barking at nothing. Karen is about to come home now. But the 10-point question, had you gone for it, would have been the Resident Evil remake on the GameCube. Is that before or after Gaiden?
That was 2001.
I'd have said after.
I said after.
2002, the remake, wouldn't it? I
You
think?
would have been right. Yeah, correct. 2002. So you would have got it.
You're telling me I could have had 10 points.
Like 10 sweet points.
Okay, cool. No, thank you.
You don't need him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Points are overrated. Answer the questions when you can't get points for them.
Oh yeah, 2002, yeah.
Oh dear.
Right.
Apologies. Oh, it's all good. She's out of shot. If you see a tail, oh wait.
Oh, I can see an ear.
Yeah.
Oh.
She wants to join in the quiz.
Right. We're gonna have a lovely game as we go into the next round of Hammer's Hammer, which I'll
Can we have
explain.
scores again? Oh, sorry.
Do you want to score?
Sorry to keep
Yeah,
doing
that's
that. Just because I ate shit. I know exactly how many points I've got, but now I need to know.
Right. Let me tell you where everyone is then. So scores so far. Ben is on 10. Liam J is on 10. Luke is on 9.
Always close.
Liam,
Yep.
you're on 22.
Oh,
Powerful,
Incredible.
powerful round.
incredible.
I like how you said it's
Just wait
close.
till the final round.
It's close. Until the end.
It's close around. It's close around the end. But you know me, guys. There's going to be every opportunity for this to change around. Right.
I love you've underestimated you guys. Sorry.
Right. So here we go. We are going to play a nice bit of Hammer's Hammer. I'll give a repeat of this game. It's legally distinct from the 80s television game show Mallet's Mallet, of course, where we'll do a little round robin where I'll give you an opportunity to give me a title or something that goes from a prescripted list and tell me the next one there. I'll give you an arbitrary amount of time to give an answer. If you repeat anything, and I will ask the rest of the team to help judge that and point out if any repeats come, if I lose track of them, because I'll be looking at a list of answers. You will be eliminated for the purposes of anyone that doesn't make sense for. Let's have a quick example round with colors. Ben.
Red.
Yes. Luke. Oh, sorry, Liam.
Green.
Luke.
Green.
Oh, you see? Greatly.
Okay,
A
I think I'm-
fantastic
okay, then.
example. Luke repeated what Liam said, so we've absolutely fucked it. And
What's
would
wrong
be
with
out.
you?
Points will be allocated based on where you place in this round. So nothing if you're the first person eliminated. Let's say 1 point if you're the second person eliminated, 2 points if you come second, 3 points if you come first. And
Sorry,
okay.
that's a tail. Excuse me. Yeah.
Cool.
There we-
Oh.
Thank you.
The answers are
Silver.
written on the back of that tail.
A cat's whispering the answers to me.
From the backside.
Cat whisperer.
Right, let me bring up the first list of the ones we're going to go
Steal.
through here. But to begin with, I'll give you a few moments to get some answers in your mind. We're going to begin our first one with films directed by Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, fucking shit.
Okay.
I've got the list up on Letterboxd here, so it has to appear on Letterboxd. I haven't filtered it or anything like that. So if he happens to have directed something which is classed as a thriller or a drama more so than a horror, I'm not going to discount it. Any films directed by primarily horror director Alfred Hitchcock, we'll go in the same order that we've been going through right now. So it'll begin with Ben, go to Liam, go to Luke, go to Liam.
I'm so sorry, Liam.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry.
I'm going blank already. Okay.
So the time will begin, and like I say, your amount of time is arbitrary because sometimes I might have to check for an answer, which will involve a little bit of scrolling. So it's what it is. So the time will begin when Ben gives his first answer to kick us off.
Psycho.
Psycho. Liam.
Vertigo.
Yes. Luke.
The Birds.
Yes. Liam.
Rope.
Yes. Ben.
North by Northwest.
Yes. Liam.
Psycho 2.
I'm afraid not.
Thank God.
Liam, an elimination, an early bath on that one. We will begin when Luke is ready to continue.
39th Step.
39th Step.
I think it'd be 39.
Now, of course, it's sorted it by popularity, which I can't just do in thinking, hang on, let's redo that by film name. 39th Steps is good. Yes, Liam. Gonna have to hurry.
My mind's gone blank. Sorry, I think I'm out.
Right.
Sorry.
So Liam takes a third place. Now it's a head-to-head because there is individual glory on the line here as well. Ben, begin when you can. Otherwise, I guess you take second place if you can't get one.
Now I can't remember if somebody said this or not. What happens if I say something someone's already said? I eat shit. Pretty sure no one said this. Rear Window.
Rear Window is good. Luke.
God damn.
I want to say these two words, and I don't know if they're correct. Vanishing Point.
I put them alphabetically now, and there is no Vanishing Point, I'm
I
afraid.
think that is a film, but I don't.
That made sense to me. Yeah.
It sounds quite like a Hitchcockian film.
It's not listed, I'm afraid. So let me tot up the scores from this one real quick. So
I feel like we've let down the original Master of Horror here. We only got like the more common ones. I can't think of any.
That's hard there.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have got.
All my guesses went in the first round. They're the only ones.
It's a 0.
I thought someone had said Rear Window already, like you said. So
that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought someone said that.
Maybe you did, but unless I was.
No one said it.
I was
No
too
one said it
confident.
before.
didn't.
I was trying to think of like, what about Simpsons episodes or like remakes or something that have done Hitchcock? Yeah.
It's always Simpsons, isn't it? It's always
the way. So Luke, you pulled a 3 from that one. Oh no, did Ben win that one? I've lost track already.
Ben won because Rear Window.
Rear Window.
Right.
Yeah.
Change that around then. So Ben, you get 2. Luke, you get 3. 0 for Liam J. Liam, you get 1. So, other answers you could have had: To Catch a Thief, Topaz, The Trouble with Harry, Suspicion, Strangers on a Train, Stage Fright, Spellbound, Saboteur, Secret Agent, Shadow of a Doubt, Skin Game, The Ring, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Rebecca,
we could have got those if we knew those films.
If you'd known those,
I didn't know any.
I didn't know a single one of them.
Strangers on a Train, maybe the only one.
I didn't know that one. Yeah.
I like the way that he knew VHSs would be a thing directing The Ring all those years ago.
Yeah.
So I think that's good on him.
Head of the curve.
Yeah. Also,
J horror
Sidekick.
before J horror was a thing.
Before Ringo as well.
Yeah.
I knew it was a remake.
Right. You know what? Just for fun, I'm not going to filter out this next person's non-horror outings. It gives us a bigger pool to do, and then I'm going to reward your broader knowledge. So,
wow.
The second round that we're going to play here will be for the films of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
Non-horror.
Okay. Non-horror's included.
Non-horror is included. I can't give you an example of that because
that's fine. I know.
One of your answers.
Yeah.
Looking at this as well, again, I can't filter this out necessarily. So there appear to be a couple of upcoming projects in here as well. So if they appear on this letterbox list, I will let you have them. So we'll begin with Ben again when you're ready.
Okay. I don't know what to go for first. Freaky Friday.
Yes.
Fuck's sake. Halloween.
Yes. Luke.
The 1970.
Halloween, the more recent one.
So just Halloween. So, yep. Yeah. Liam.
Gonna continue the trend. Halloween Kills.
Yep. Ben.
Which one did Luke say?
Halloween 2018.
Oh, you're allowing that.
Oh, okay.
Because of the ambiguity with years.
Oh, okay.
This once. Yeah.
True Lies.
Yes, very good, Liam.
Halloween H2O.
Yep. Luke.
Prom Night.
Yes, Liam.
Upcoming projects as well.
If they appear on this list, then yes.
I'm going to say Halloween Ends then as well.
Yep.
Halloween Resurrection.
Yes.
Oh.
Only at the start.
Oh God, is she? Yeah, A Fish Called Wanda.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes.
Knives Out.
Yes.
Oh, bollocks.
Is it just movies? Sorry.
Just movies. I don't think voice work is included by the looks of it, but there's not like shorts or TV.
Oh, fuck.
Gonna have to hurry you, Ben.
Go away from me. She is in. She's in Trading Places.
Trading Places. Let me check.
Fuck, I'm not confident. I can picture in that film, but
Trading Places is correct. He's in.
Hell yes.
I'm sorry if I've got this one wrong. Terror Train?
Correct. Terror Train's a
That
good
was,
choice.
I've been
holding on to that. That was my last one I had.
You got anything left in the tank, Luke?
Trauma.
Trauma.
No, I think I'm out.
Elimination. So, Liam, when you're ready, you can continue for the next round.
Oh my god.
Liam can't.
Halloween 2.
Oh,
Halloween 2.
Halloween
Ben.
saves the day.
Did nobody say Halloween 2?
no one
No.
said Halloween 2.
There's got to be another Halloween. Did you say you can do upcoming projects?
Yes.
I can't remember if anyone said it. What's wrong with me? Oh fuck yes, that's a good one.
I've just thought of one as well.
Virus.
Correct.
Incredible.
That was the one that got away from me earlier, and it somehow came back.
Christmas with the Cranks.
God damn it. You're taking mine.
I know how you think.
Is it me?
It is you.
Oh
my god, I just thought of it. Sorry.
Oh god, I can't think of the name of it. I know.
So I don't.
The name.
Gonna have to hurry you, Liam.
Yeah. No, I can't think.
Oh, it's a burnout. So Liam takes it on the third place in that one. Ben, can you restart?
Did anybody say? Right, I'm not going to say
Just
the name of it,
thought
but can I
of it.
confirm? Did anybody say the film that's like coming out next month? Has anyone said that already?
I can't help you
I
with
don't know what film's coming out next month.
What were you going for, Ben?
Again, I can't remember if anyone said this either. The Fog.
No one had said The Fog.
I've got to start paying attention because
yeah, Liam.
Film coming out soon. The new Haunted Mansion.
Yes, that is in there.
Well
Ben.
done, Liam.
yeah. I mean, I'm
Come
just
on,
gonna have
Liam.
to go. I have to go for it because I can't remember if anyone said this or not. So Halloween Ends.
It was said, I'm afraid, Ben. So you come into second place on that
Well,
one.
I need to say another one because I thought of one.
You can say another one if you like, but you don't.
If you want to show off, then it's fine.
My Girl.
My Girl. Yep.
Yeah. Glass Onion as
What's-
well. They're
what's
all coming
the-
now.
Is she
What's
in
the
Glass
game?
Onion?
Is she? in
Oh,
Glass
maybe
Onion?
she's not. I don't know. I just.
What's the game adaptation she's in? Is it Overwatch?
Borderlands.
Borderlands. That's it. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name of it. I was
Who
like,
said Halloween Ends? I remember Liam saying
Liam,
Halloween Kills,
yeah.
but
I said both.
Yeah. Got him out of there, and he's like,
Too
"Oh,
busy,
literally,
get it
yeah.
get it
too
out of the
busy
way."
in my own head.
This is hard. It's hard
Yeah.
not knowing what people have said. Yeah.
My first answer was going to be Freaky Friday. So as soon as you saw it, I was like, oh.
Yeah, if someone says the
throws
one
you.
that you've got lined up,
It
next,
really throws you off.
Yeah.
You could have also had some other Jamie Lee Curtis options. 7852 Acceptable Losses. Tales and Legends, Annie Oakley. Blue Steel.
Oh, Blue Steel.
Beverly Hills
Still, isn't that
Chihuahua.
Martin Lawrenceville.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
I'm disgusted I didn't get that one.
Escape from New York, Escape from LA, Dirt the movie, Forever Young. What else have we got here? Homegrown. Love Letters, A Man in Love. My Girl 2. Perfect. Not Quite Hollywood. Nicholas's Gift. This is Spinal Tap. Spare Parts.
Was she in This Is Spinal Tap?
Yeah, she's listed on here.
Oh, wow.
I know she's married to the guy from Spinal Tap, isn't she?
Queen's Logic and Senior Entourage.
I love how they get progressively more obscure.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, I think we got the good ones out of the way.
Right. The next one, the next round I have for you now. No more pressure from that one. Don't want to kill us with any more of those. But
we're done with those. Okay, great.
We're done with those. So now you get a question for yourselves. And again, we're back into stealing rules again, everybody. So there's going to be a question for you. There are going to be 3 in this little round we have here. Ways to talk around a movie or person to give you some clues to try and get it. Again, go for it yourself. If you don't get it, your teammate can take a guess for 1 point instead of 2. And then obviously if neither of you get it, then it can go over to the other team. So the first one I'm going to give, actually, fuck that. I've forgotten. I've done a completely different thing. So I'm doing some keyword countdowning. So I've got up a list of keywords that are plot keywords to do with particular movies. I'm going to give you one of the plot keywords. If you can get it after the first point, you will get 5 whole points for this question. There is only a steal on the 1 pointer here, and then obviously with each of your clues, you will get progressively less points. If you don't get it after all of them, I will offer it for 1 point for a save for your teammate and then a steal for the others.
Yeah.
So, Ben, you get the first. You get the first plot keywords. So, for 5 points, can you tell me the film that has the following plot keywords? Number 1, for 5 points, Wilhelm scream.
Oh, take your pick.
You can take a guess. If you get it wrong, it's not that you've lost it, but I'll just go to the next clue.
Evil Dead 2.
It's not Evil Dead 2. For 4 points, middle class.
Middle class. I know it was mentioned. Bodies.
It's not bodies. For 3 points, child strangulation.
Liam's just cackling away.
Class.
I just wasn't expecting it.
Child strangulation. The Changeling.
Not The Changeling, I'm afraid.
Good shout, though.
For 2 points, Ben, paranormal investigation.
Paranormal investigation. Poltergeist.
It is Poltergeist. Very
Nice.
good. For anyone playing along at home, the last keyword for 1 point would have been TV set.
Yes. I like
Liam J, are you ready for one?
Yeah.
So your first keyword for 5 points, female nudity.
My specialist subject. The original Halloween.
It's not the original Halloween, I'm afraid. For 4 points, acid thrown into someone's face.
Oh. Oh my God. Everything's gone out of my head. No, the answer I was going to say is inappropriate. So I'll just say Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't know.
Not ready to start. For 3 points, cremation.
Cremation. An entry into the Final Destination franchise.
It's not. For 2 points, no survivors.
Wow. The Burning.
It's not The Burning. And for 1 point, the last chance here, Back from the Dead.
Freddy versus Jason.
It's not. Liam, anything to save this one? I'll give you those clues again. Female nudity, acid thrown into someone's face, cremation, no survivors, and Back from the Dead.
Reanimator?
It's not Reanimator. Horror Hangout. Any guesses?
Return of the Living Dead.
It's Return of the Living Dead, Luke. Very good.
Nice.
Pulled it out like that. No.
Well, what was the last clue you said? So I didn't have any idea until you said it.
No survivors.
No, it wasn't. No. No, I think it's cremation thing. I think that just finally
Yeah.
clicked.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Good job.
Mm.
Good job, Luke Kondor with a K.
Get the bed on this one.
Got it. He's nailed it. So I just need to allocate a point for that one for you, Luke. Okay. Luke, your first keyword is premarital sex.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
It's not Friday the 13th, I'm afraid. For 4 points, hairy chest.
Oh. I'm enjoying this film, whatever it is.
Sleepaway Camp.
It's not sleepaway camp. For 3 points, police officer electrocuted.
Maniac Cop.
I'm afraid not. For 2 points, severed nose.
It's Freddy versus Jason.
It is Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy!
Wait, when does
That's
the,
unfair.
when does the policeman get?
Is it when they're in the
Yeah,
asylum?
yeah. There's all the weird, creepy dead children.
Yeah.
I nearly said Rohypnol, but I think it's just Hypnol, isn't it? Or Hypnocil. Yeah.
It's not Rohit.
Classic Hypnocil. The last clue for that one would have been killer versus killer.
Oh, yeah.
So very good, Luke. 2 points for you on that one.
At least it wasn't a slur. That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's always
yeah.
good.
no slur.
Yeah, last keyword.
Liam, your keywords. So for 5 points,
Okay.
humanoid creature.
God, that could be anything. Alien.
It's not alien. For 4 points, flashbacks.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Afraid not. For 3 points, directed by a cast member.
The Descent. No, I know it isn't. No. Sorry.
For 2 points, baseball player.
Oh. Signs?
It is the Signs. Signs.
Nice.
Very good.
Cool.
Well
That
done.
last for 1 point. The last clue would have been walkie-talkie. Okay, so that's that
Cool.
one. The next round of talking around a movie is I'm going to tell you. I'm actually looking for the name of an actor that appears in a number of horror films, notably. But I'm going to tell you some more things from their filmography which are not horror related. See if you can get them from that wider context. Ben, yours is first. Are you ready?
Yeah. Why not?
So, this actor you will also find. Oh, and 2 points if you get it yourself. 1 point if it's a save or a steal. On this case, so Ben, your first one, you will find this person in other films, including The Commuter, Fighting with My Family, Little Women, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Gotta be Florence Pugh.
It is Florence Pugh, Ben. 2
Nice.
points for you.
But
Liam,
That's my kind of round.
Mm.
Yes,
Um,
Florence.
Liam J, for you, which actor would you find in films including Sky High, Swing Shift, Captain Ron, and The Christmas Chronicles?
Is it Kurt Russell?
Is Kurt Russell. Very good.
I fancy him
done.
as Santa so badly.
Oh, Mr. Kringle.
Tell you what, I watched them for the first time last Christmas. Both excellent.
Yeah, absolutely stellar films.
Yeah.
Luke, are you ready?
Yeah.
You'll find this actor also appearing in Skyscraper, I Really Hate My Job, Churchill the Hollywood Years, 3 to Tango, and Investigation Sex.
Are they real movies?
They're all real
Sure they're
movies.
not real movies? I only know one of those films, Skyscraper. I think that had Dwayne the Rock Johnson in it, but I don't know what he has to do with horror. So, what were the other films you said? Investigation Sex.
Skyscraper, I Really Hate My Job, Churchill, the Hollywood Years, Three to Tango, and Investigation Sex.
These sound like made up films.
I mean, all films are made up.
Is it investigation sex or investigation?
No, just investigation
sex.
sex. I'll look up to see if there's a
I
comma.
usually investigate a colon during sex. Hey.
Exactly where that was going.
Wow.
I set him up. Apart.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to think of someone who's in horror movies generally. Investigation Sex.
That's really tripped you up, hasn't it?
Bollocks. Jamie Lee Curtis?
It's not Jamie
No
Lee
idea.
Curtis. I will go on record and say that this was on their IMDb page, but it doesn't appear to be on their letterbox. It's probably one they maybe distanced themselves from.
Which
But
one?
yeah, so
Investigation sex.
Investigation Sex. I'm afraid it's not coming up. But Ben, have you got a save on this one?
Can't think of anyone else who's in that movie Skyscraper. I'm just gonna this could be a shot in the dark because of Churchill. Gary Oldman.
It's not Gary Oldman. Liam's.
I think I know it.
Okay, you go for it because I haven't a clue.
Well, shall we confer or shall I just go for it?
Just go for it. I trust you.
Nev Campbell is Dwayne the Rock Johnson's wife in
It is.
Skyscraper.
It's Nev Campbell.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with
Also,
that for a second.
she investigates sex, so why not?
This sex.
I've not seen that film.
Good for
I-
her.
Want to
Well,
see that film?
one for the watch list.
Yeah.
Investigate colon sex.
And Liam, are you ready for your own?
Yes.
So who will you see also appearing in Black is King, Merry Little Christmas series? There are a trilogy of them. Think Like a Man, and The Seat Filler.
There's too many movies, isn't there, really?
So
yeah. Just needs to simmer down, really.
Black is King, Merry Little Christmas. That's spelled Liddle. And I believe the other two in that series are Merry Little Christmas Wedding and Merry Little Christmas Baby. Obviously, that's a progression.
Is it
of the film.
right? Okay. I think I might know. Is it Kiki Palmer?
It's not Kiki Palmer.
Okay.
Ooh.
Liam, any save on that one?
When you said the little Christmas ones, how were you spelling what word again?
Little is spelt Lidl, but not like the supermarket, spelt like Liddle.
I'm trying to go down your route of thinking.
Who's?
Yours, Liam. Jordan Peele.
It's not Jordan Peele. Horror Hangout, boys.
What were the films again?
So Black is King, Merry Little Christmas, the series of 3 movies. Think Like a Man, and The Seat Filler.
I've
Think
got
Like
a
a
guess,
Man.
Luke. Have you got a guess or not?
No, you go for it then.
Yes, Ben, what have you got for me?
I'm trying to think on the same sort of wavelength as the Liams.
It's usually best.
Whoa. So you said Kiki Palmer. So let's go for another. Did you say male or female? You didn't say.
I didn't. I purposefully not gave that away. I said they the
Okay.
whole time. I've
So
been
let's-
gender neutral about this.
So if you've gone for Kiki Palmer and then you've gone for Jordan Peele, let's go for another female lead in a Jordan Peele movie. So Lupita Nyong'o, is that how you say her surname?
Lupita
Apologies,
Nyong'o.
I butchered it. Apologies.
It's incorrect, Ben.
Shit.
Is it Daniel
Daniel
Kaluuya?
Kaluuya.
It's not Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
You're gonna be you're gonna be livid. You're gonna be absolutely livid.
Oh, who was it?
Kelly
Keegan,
Rowland.
Michael Keegan. Oh, it's a Kelly.
Who is it?
It's Kelly Rowland.
Do you forfeit? Do you forfeit?
I give you all my points.
I'm so sorry, Kelly. I'm so sorry.
Right. So guys,
Shit.
you've been too busy lusting after Kurt Russell over Christmas that you've not watched an entire trilogy of Kelly Rowland movies. So
that's literally on my list.
It's all in the last few years as well, so it's modern contemporary stuff. Merry Little Christmas came out in 2019. She's on the poster here.
Well, she will be. She's Kelly friggin'
lots of other characters and actors in that. And then in 2020, she followed up directly with Merry Little Christmas Wedding. It's called Little because her name is Jackie Little. I'm afraid though the director didn't return for the sequel. It went over to Sharon Lewis, and then
Damn it.
And then in 2021, only a year after, much like having a baby, Merry Little Christmas Baby came out in 2021, and it's a tight 88 minutes. So no excuse really.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kelly.
I don't even think we're going to be able to move past this, Liam. I think we're going to have to just end the podcast. I think this is it. This is our swan song. We're done.
Right. I've got a couple more questions for you. So see if you can redeem yourself with this one. So I've got a couple of movies that feature a shared antagonist. Now I'm just going to ask you to tell me. Can you tell me what features in these movies? So Ben, yours is first. Are you ready?
Shared antagonist, so you like a creature or an animal or something.
Something along those lines.
Okay.
So, what would you find your stars up against in films including Among the Shadows, The Beast Must Die, Blood and Chocolate, and Late Phases?
Late Phases.
So, Among the Shadows, The Beast Must Die, Blood and Chocolate, and Late Phases.
It's werewolves.
It is werewolves, Ben. 2 points for you.
Nice.
I guess you could use chocolate to get rid of werewolves as well, because lots of dogs are, aren't able to process chocolate. Yeah, probably really, really bad for them. Liam, you're up first. You're up next, rather. What antagonist would you find in The Breed, Eternal, Return of Dr. X, Habit, and Near Dark?
Oh, vampires.
Vampires, correct.
The two key ones out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. We're absolutely screwed now. Thanks, guys.
Luke, what would you find in 12 Days of Terror, From Below, Tintoera, and Bait 3D?
What are these films?
Oh, sorry, there's one more. Dark Tide. So 12 Days of Terror, Dark Tide, From Below, Tintoera, and Bait 3D.
Well, some sort of underwater fishy creature, maybe like an octopus or something. I think gonna go with fish. The broadest term.
Needs to be more specific than fish, Luke. What are you gonna lock in?
Bait 3D. I mean, that sounds kind of sharky. Let's go with sharks.
Sharks is correct.
Nailed it.
Liam, for you,
shit.
In what film? In what creatures or enemies would you find our protagonists up against in films including Hardware, Runaway, Deadly Friend, Saturn 3, and Evolver?
I think like robots, androids.
It is robots. Very good.
Nice.
Robots. Robots. Love that.
Great answer.
Perfect.
Right. Now it's time for everyone's favorite, a lovely picture round.
Yes.
Hey.
What are the scores?
Oh, all right. I'll tell you the scores. Hang on.
Andy hates me so much.
I don't. That's fine. I can get to it nice and quickly. I've built a powerful Excel sheet, more efficient with numbers than the current chancellor here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, right. So where we are so far, Ben, you're on 21. Liam J, you're on 17. Luke is on 16. Liam, you're on 29.
Oh, nice.
Wow, impressive.
Right.
Is there room for it to go to shit though? Is this the last round?
Fucking hope so.
I've got there's 2 questions remaining for you each, but obviously it's more complicated than that. So let's move into picture round time. Let me know when you can see my screen, okay? So this is just our practice, obviously, to get you into the mood of the picture round. What have we got here?
Well, we've got Hulk Hogan doing his listening thing that he does to the crowd, and then an apostrophe S, and then a rubber Johnny.
Yeah.
Like a
So
condom.
what well-known?
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. See, he's got it.
I was going to say Hogan's Condom, but here's Johnny. Here's a close second. So.
Oh yeah, I love that film, Hogan's Condom. Great stuff. Sequel
Here's
to Logan's
Johnny.
Run.
We're going for well-known horror phrases here. So yeah,
Right.
here's Johnny.
Okay.
Right, Ben. Again, we'll. I think some effort goes into these ones, so maybe
I love them.
So maybe we'll do this one. We can do 3 points because we're getting to the end game here. We'll do 3 points if you get your own, 2 points for a save, 1 point for a steal.
Okay.
Right. So, Ben, yours is up first. Here we go. It's a well-known horror phrase / tagline.
So
feel free to sound it out because
I'll sound it out.
Describe it for people.
So
Describe it for people who are listening and not
David
on the
Tennant,
video version.
David Tennant and Billy Piper in Doctor Who. The picture's reversed. Is that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No. Then we got Eva Green. Somebody finishing first. Nintendo Wii, and then someone ever such a rude runner flipping someone off.
How did you get this picture of me?
Double flipping someone off, actually.
I think I know this one.
Oh, so Luke's ready if Ben fails it. What have you got, Ben? Because there's 3 whole points if you get it yourself.
Doctor Evil first we greet. I don't know. Eva first we. Eva first we.
Dr. Eva first we.
Dr. Eva first we. Fuck you.
Love that quote.
Dr. Eva first winner. Eva winner we. Eva. Fuck's sake. Well, I don't know, Luke. Do you think you got it? Can you say?
I think so.
Okay.
I'll let you
go for it.
Who either wins, we lose.
Whoever wins, we lose. Correct.
Good,
so there's Doctor Who, Eva ever. Who Eva
Alien
wins,
versus Predator.
we lose. Alien versus Predator's tagline.
Who wins, we lose. Oh, it's good.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
Nice.
Well done, Andy. That's cool.
Right, Liam, ready for yours?
Yes.
Got this. Oh.
It's this one that ruined my algorithms. You have to describe it for people who can't see the video, so feel free to describe the pictures you've got here first.
Wait, I'm guessing because it's a lady sheep by the looks of it, maybe. You opened the box we came.
Very good. Yes.
From Hellraiser.
Fantastic.
From the Hellraiser, there's a U. The shop is open. There's Ned Flanders. There is the popular late 90s, early 2000s video jukebox, The Box. And then there's some people having a cigarette in bed because they have come in the past year. And that's when I had to Google smoking cigarette after sex. My safe search was not on, and I didn't find the picture I wanted.
Is that still
immediately.
from
Wasn't the first
Investigation
thing we offered.
Sex?
Could be. Next week's bonus episode. Luke, are you ready for yours?
Yeah, sure. This is fun.
Yeah,
That was fun.
I don't know her name. Okay, so We've got the lady from Killing Eve and Grey's Anatomy. Is her name like Sandra Oh or something like that? A lady who looks like she's from Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Jesus Christ looking down at a planet. Sorry, there's God, isn't it?
I think I know this one.
Oh my God.
That is correct. That is correct.
correct?
But I need you to say it in a I need you to say it in a certain way for maximum credit. Look at God there. Is he in normal proportions?
Oh my God.
That's right. God has been grossly extended. So Sandra Oh, this is a character called May Valentine. Yeah. And then God massively extended.
Is that from Yu-Gi-Oh?
It is from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big God.
And is her name Sandra Oh?
Yes, Sandra Oh, My Valentine.
Something like that.
God.
Yeah.
They're eating her.
How did you Google that one? Did you just put like really big God?
I've seen the arrow at the bottom. I didn't notice that.
It gives you Google helpfully find the variation of God, and basically said, God, did you mean God the Father? And I was like, yes. Because if you just type in God, you get all of it. You got Anubises coming in there, you've got Buddhas, you got them all vying for it. So you have to specify that it's the Father that you're after. But in this one, I got all of them. So there's the Son there, and then I guess that bird is the Holy Spirit. I always imagine the Holy Spirit is like a blue whirlwind, but there you go.
This is like you just put "Oh my God" into like an AI art generator.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the bird was two Apple AirPods overlapped. I don't get what Apple's trying to say with this image.
Our AirPods sit above God.
Yeah. Wow.
That's great.
Above the head of the Father. Yeah. Liam, are you ready for yours?
Yeah.
Here you go. Oh, God. Feel free to describe for the people who are on audio.
God, this is a long one. Okay, so there's like wood, logs, a sign. Is the street underlined?
Yes.
Okay. There's a TH, holding his knee. I'm guessing that's like.
I know this one.
Oh, he's ready.
Would I love to live deliciously, or it's something like that, isn't it? But no,
you're so close.
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
Yeah,
I'll give you that. I'll give you it on your own. So yeah, wouldst thou like to live deliciously? Because there's some wood, there's some street. It's the, and then in the middle of saying the, he's gone ow.
Ow.
The thumbs up, like that's.
Wow, yeah.
That's
He's
number
an absolute
2.
agony.
Number 2.
That's number 2.
Who does number 2 work for?
The opposite of being dead, of course, because dead is not allowed. So you live. Those cakes are delicious, and there's Lee Mack.
Nice.
Cool.
Perfect.
Superb.
Right, there we go. I shall stop sharing.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Love a picture round. I feel like there's only so many of those you can do, because apparently horror quotes not that pithy. I've learned, as I found over there. And so there's lots of them that are massive. Like
I thought I was going to get a bundle of sticks, a Christmas tree, and a jumper.
Yeah. What kind of
bunch of wood twigs?
Yeah.
Where's a Christmas sweater?
Like that could have worked. I'm a bit disappointed now, to be honest.
Right, here we go.
More effort next time, Andy.
What is with the butter knives?
Here we go then. Right, it's time for some scores, I guess, before we go into the grand finale. Oh, I tell you what, it's not too far away in terms of team scores either. So, in terms of individual scores, let me do this in order. Oh my goodness, there's some ties here. So, currently off podium, it's Liam J. You're on 20 points. Tied in. Actually, no, it's all right because there's a tie. So you're in third place right now.
I'm on the podium.
Podium. Everyone's on the podium. This is very inclusive. So everyone's on the podium. Liam J, you're in third place with 20 points. Luke and Ben are in joint second with 21 each.
Okay.
And Liam, you're out in front with 32.
Jesus. Oh my God.
He's beating them, and now he's going to beat me. Oh my God.
Right. So this is where we get into some lovely complex admin because, of course, we have to have an opportunity for the previous hour and whatever we've been doing this to become absolutely meaningless by giving you an opportunity to do some gambling. Oh, I should tell you, by the way, that in terms of a podcast versus podcast situation, is that thanks to Liam's powerful score here, their queer are on 52, Horror Hangout are on 42. So, but so this,
we got to pull something out of the bag then.
But that does mean that
it feels correct.
Everything is to play for in this final round. So, those of you who played before, you'll know the format. For those of you who haven't, I'll explain it for you. A bit like, but legally distinct from popular television program Jeopardy, I'm going to ask you to gamble a number of your points on your confidence in answering the final question. Of course, to make things more difficult, I'm going to ask you to bet your points before you've heard the question. Cool. So there is a question, there is a binary right or wrong answer for that question. So it's just how many of your points you want to put on the line for this final question.
Is the reward that we get those points doubled?
You will get those points doubled, or well, yeah, you get
or
those
lose
points.
them.
You get this, or you lose them.
Okay.
God damn.
So you will get them. Yeah, you will get them doubled, or you will lose them. So.
And you say we won't hear the question.
You won't hear the question until you put your bets in. So,
and what is the question?
You have your. I'm not going to tell you. So.
Nearly had him.
Your first task is normally it's frowned upon in a quiz, but at this point, I would love you to pick up your mobile phones and using any messaging method you have, DM me on any platforms you have contact with me on, and tell me, because of course this is all secret, how many of your points you would like to bet. Obviously, don't do it in a shared format.
In a group chat,
you want to keep it secret from everybody else.
Okay, I think I'm going to drop you on Twitter.
Right. While you're doing this, for the purposes of anyone listening at home alone, hang on.
I think I've sent you one.
It just popped up on my thing here. Oh, here we are. They're all flying in. No need. No need to ask you a filler question at all.
I've sent it on Discord.
Perfect. I will check that one just presently. So that is
There's
that.
Some people. So is only one person can get this right, or everybody could have a chance?
You could all potentially get it right. It's not a closest one this time. You could all get it right. So depends how you're feeling.
Oh God.
Is it all the same question?
It's all the same question. One.
Is it yet? Is the answer yes or no?
No, it is not.
Shit.
Right, so I've got ones from the Liams. And Luke, you said you just sent to me on Discord, right? So I'll hop
Discord.
into this platform.
Discorded you as well, Andy.
Okay, so Luke, I have your bet in place now. And Ben, I'll reveal what the bets are when the time is right.
Ah.
Right. Whew. Here we go. And again, keep these DM channels open because I will get you to all to answer before I reveal the answer to everyone, of course, and don't want to be flummoxed by one another's answers. Right. The question I have for you is quite simply this. R.L. Stine has published over 400 books during his storied and long career, and he's one of the world's highest-selling authors. But what do his initials R.L. actually stand for?
You say it out loud, but
Are we going to say it out loud or DM you?
No, DM me, because then obviously you'll all have chance to answer this.
Okay. I think I know. I think I know. I literally have a box of Goosebumps books right behind me, and I am the biggest nerd for this. So thank you. I'm feeling pretty confident here. So I'm going to eat shit.
Do you mind about spelling?
I do not mind about spelling.
Oh.
I'm doubting myself now.
Liam.
I have
Liam.
one answer.
Yeah.
A or B?
I don't want this on me. A.
Okay.
It's probably B.
I know what the first one is, but I'm not convinced on the second one.
I have his biography as well somewhere.
Oi.
How much of a nerd?
I hope you've bet a lot of points.
I should have.
Right, I've
If
got
I'd have known it
answers.
would have been R.L. Stein related, I'd have probably just gambled. How many was I on?
You were on you're on 32.
Yeah, I'd have probably put all of them on the
My
line.
heart's probably beating because I'm not.
You can see the typing. So yeah, will you gain? So you'll either gain the number of points you bet, or you will. Apologies, I said double. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, sorry, I think that was me.
You would gain the number that you'd bet rather than
Are you
or lose
confident,
the number that
Luke?
you get.
You're not
I mean,
confident
No.
My intimidation technique worked, Liam.
because obviously it's a team.
Well, I
Quaking.
know
There's
lots of names that start with R and L. I just don't know which ones are the right ones for this question.
So you know you've got the first letter right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think maybe I was thinking of another author now with the same initials. Oh,
Luke,
faith.
It's actually one of these.
Luke A or B for me as well. I'm 50-50, so
What do you mean? Oh, if it's okay. B.
It's one of those things where it's one of those the opposites of normative determinism. It stands for really lovely Stein.
it looks right written down.
I'm just seeing in Discord, like flicking between DMs with Luke and Ben, and I can see that they're both typing.
Yeah.
Breaking it now because I've sent it and I don't know if it's right.
I think I was too quick with my answer. I should
This
have
is why we-
ruminated on it.
I'm going for
Yeah.
it.
I think
I'm
I'm thinking
going
of
for-
someone else.
I feel
A
like
couple of wild card names.
what can you say? Can you have more than one guess?
No, just
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
I don't think it'll be.
Now I've sent it. I'm thinking somewhere in like the recesses of my mind, that piece of information is there. I don't want to sound. I'm not confident. I'm not confident.
I've got three answers.
Okay, I'm going to send it. I don't think this is right, but I mean, no, it's not right. It's definitely not right.
Okay. Right. I have all the answers in. I have made all the adjustments, and I have final scores.
Oh, shit.
Now, do I reveal the points that you bet first or the scores? Maybe the points that you bet.
Yeah.
So, we'll go with lowest to highest bets here. Liam, you took as the current champion. You took a conservative approach.
Yeah.
Bet just the 1 point.
Yeah.
Moving up from there, Luke, you bet 10 of your points on your answer.
Okay.
Liam J, you bet slightly higher and bet 11 of your points. And then Ben.
Did you go all in?
Ben Errington. He did a very clever trick, and he would have left himself just 1 point if it had gone wrong. He bet 20 of his 21 points.
I've got nothing to lose. I mean, if I
I came with nothing.
Ben has decided. Yeah, he's had a lovely day. He's gone. he's gone hard in preparation for potentially having to go home shortly, which is good because we're all recording from our houses on Zoom.
I'm getting really bad cramp at this exact moment as well.
I can tell you. So with all those bets, it was significant enough to change the lead if the bets came in. Yeah. The correct answer. R.L. Stein's full name is Robert Lawrence Stein. So 3 people got it right.
Really?
Yeah, both Liam's and Ben have got it.
Yes.
I was
Well
gonna
done,
go.
Liam.
I was gonna go for Lewis, and I was thinking of Robert Lewis, whatever his
Yeah.
name is.
Robert Louis Stevenson.
Stevenson, yeah.
Lewis was the one. And when I said
Yeah.
A and B, I was Lewis or Lawrence.
Was that the same for you?
Yeah.
So I got it right for you then, Ben.
So,
is what you're
so
saying.
Luke
That's
got it
Yeah,
right
he
for
did.
you. Yeah. Incredible.
But I put Robert Leslie. I had no idea what the L standard for.
Leslie.
Robert had to be right,
Close.
didn't it?
Robert
I
Leslie.
can't believe that.
So what does that do to the final scores? Well, Luke doesn't finish on 0. He finishes on 11, thanks to some sensible middle of the road betting. So you finish on 11, Luke, just off the podium for yourself this year. But welcome back. I'm glad you're here. And the real right answers are the friends you made along the way. So that's good.
I thought you said the answer was Robert Leslie. I mean Robert Lawrence.
Robert Lawrence, I'm afraid.
Lewandowski.
Then Liam J, you take third place with 31 points, thanks to that bet of 11.
Well done, buddy.
Liam, with a conservative bet of 1, you jump up to 33, but thanks to his balls to the wall attitude and a massive gamble, Ben finishes first on 41.
Nice.
I mean,
He's done it. From a podcast,
It's just
Well
luck,
done.
to be fair.
from a podcast point of view, collectively, then their queer takes the team cup. So actually, everyone's a winner, really.
We are.
They're-
Apart
I
from me.
Their queer. Oh, you helped Ben though. So their queer go away with 64 points versus Horror Hangouts 52. But
I mean,
our
when it comes
ultimate
to it-
winner and champion is Ben Errington.
What? Yeah, but I
Well
don't
done,
know.
man.
This
Yeah,
is,
thank you. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking like it is a team thing in the end, isn't it? Like we are going up against each other, team head to head. So we've lost the title officially.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I don't want to.
We have to
be
split
like,
this.
I'm
We have
winning
to.
because
We
these
have to
guys have-
split this. We have to split this into belts, and we'll have an individual and team championships going forward. We'll have to regather the elusive trophy.
Out
All
of-
stars. We need
So
an
does
all
that mean-
stars season.
Does that mean that we're the highest scoring team who's been on the quiz as well?
Let me have a look.
Hey. What?
That's a good
Yeah,
one,
but
that's a
haven't
good
one.
have we always done the same amount of rounds for the rounds?
No, it used to. Different scores have been different. Different quizzes,
Regardless.
different lengths.
Regardless, we've lost.
So
That's why it was bittersweet. Then just saying that I was
versus
we
the
have lost.
Earful podcast, the winning score individually on that was 30. So that was a 30. Horror Hangout finished on 40 on that one. Versus a nice Chianti way back. Oh, hang on.
We
There
lost
was a
that as
big
well.
there was a big win on this one. Who was this?
I think
John-
This is the one when Ben got drunk on wine.
It was
John
John Crennan finished on 47. So
Yeah.
John Crennan had an absolute blinder of that one. So he won that one. Hang on, no, that was before. Oh no, it wasn't. That was the final. You got it right. So yeah, 47 was the highest score with John Crennan. But you guys have all done very well. Thanks for playing along, everybody.
Oh, wow. That
Yay.
was fun.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thanks for
Well
having
done.
us. Yeah, it was great.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
Liams. You
Wave while
officially
the
won.
credits roll by.
I never doubted us for a second, Liam.
Well, maybe you should have bet more points then, but
Do you know what I mean? Jesus.
I never doubted this for a second, except when
Well,
there was kind of a risk of losing my points. Then
I mean,
was
I had
too
to
proud.
go all in. I had to go all
Too
in
proud.
because yeah.
No, well done, matey.
Well done, guys. Well done, Liams. You've dethroned us.
So
from
does
our-
this mean that the next quiz is going to be the queer versus someone else? Are we not allowed on the show anymore?
Basically,
We just
the
take
next
over your podcast as well.
The next
yeah.
episode of Horror Hangout is presented by the Liams.
Do we have to do it
I
like
will-
Into the
do we have to
darkness.
do the Eurovision Song Contest that we go and host it on their queer?
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty cool
Seems
idea.
fair.
if
We'll
it's
do
like
a,
going around.
We'll just take your Patreon earnings for the next.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
a multiverse of
that's good.
horrorness.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you,
Well
there
done.
you go.
That was
There you
fun.
go, everyone. Yeah, make up the spare room, lads. I'll come round and we'll host it at some point.
It could be interesting if you did it. If like it went to different shows, and then you had the quiz had its own podcast feed as well, because they would like cross promote every single show
Yeah.
into one.
Sounds good.
Oh no, the Luxury Homes and Gardens podcast have won again. Hosting
Oh,
it yours
dear.
again next time.
Shall I do the basic outro? I guess I should.
Please do.
Okay,
then.
where can we find you, Liam's on socials and the Dare Queer podcast as well?
So yeah, if you just you find us on Instagram, we're at Their Queer Podcast, and I believe it's just at Their Queer on Twitter. We have a link tree, so all the links and all the good stuff that you'll need is usually linked in the bio. You can listen to the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, anywhere where you want to listen to good podcasts, you can find ours, and you can watch a visual version on YouTube. So I think that kind of covers that. Yeah.
And you can also check out Super Freak Media in general, who are our podcast company. They are incredible and put out a lot of killer content, including the new Campfire Chronicles audio anthology series, of which I wrote an episode. So you all need to check that out because it's incredible.
It
I
is
do say
great.
so myself.
It's great. Also, we have a short film coming October 1st as well called The River. So if you want to be afraid of water, watch that.
We'll put all of the relevant links in the show notes as well.
Thank you.
Nice one. Okay, so thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the show, become a patron over at patreon.com/horror hangout. Thanks to our current patrons: John Crinham, Ben Scaife, Stephen Christopher, Laura Kendrick, Toby Miller, Ollie Child, Leslie Carlo, Julia Bilgren, Nick Spill, and Pazuzu. Thanks to Taj Easton for our theme music. Thanks to Acast for hosting the show. Please consider giving us a rating or review. Head over to the Facebook group Horror Hangout Board of Advisors for more. We're on Twitter at horror_hangout_, and we're on Instagram at Horror Hangout Podcast. Next week, I'm not quite sure actually, is October next week. So we're going to be starting our Halloween content. We've not officially agreed what will the next. It'll be a lovely surprise for anyone who's listening.
We'll work it out between now and then. And then anyway, if you've backed up a few episodes, we'll roll straight into it. Don't you worry.
Absolutely perfect. Well done to the hosts of Their Queer for
Wait.
officially
Thank
taking the
you.
crown.
Well done, guys.
Horror Trivia Kings.
Oh, I really wish I had a crown to hand.
We need to get some sort of crown or some belts or something. Little trophy.
Yeah.
Or...
I said I was going to make it, so now I will say that I did make it, and I sent it to John Crinnan. So if he's lost it, then it's his responsibility to make a new one. And send
It
it.
needs to be a kind of belt that will fit inside a single small envelope, so that we just post it to each other.
A doll belt, a belt for a doll.
Whoever currently has it is responsible for buying the Jiffy bag to post it in.
So it
yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Nice
And
one.
then
That
maybe it
was
can
fun.
be like the hardcore championship. Be like you have to defend it 24/7. If
24
someone has
hours.
it, you can run up and just shout a horror trivia question. If they don't answer, you can take it.
Incredible.
I've got a crown now.
Oh, wow, look at that.
How did you do that?
How did you do that?
Queen.
Witchcraft. Thank you, Andy, as well, for another
thanks, Andy.
amazing set of
Yes, thank you.
quiz
Yes,
questions.
incredible. Quiz.
Incredible.
Well, thank you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed playing, and I hope you, the listener, enjoyed playing along at home. Thanks for being right horror dudes, everyone.
Thank you. Until next time.
God bless us, everyone.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, God bless us, everyone.
And AirPods. Don't forget the AirPods.
Oh yeah,
And the AirPods.
the highest order of all. Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone.
Hey.
Hey.
Ha 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 ha!